If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
My family earns respect.
My family clears bases.
My family breaks records.
My family wins MVPs.
My family gives everything.
My family makes history. My family wins championships.
There's no family.
There's no family. There's no family.
There's no family like my family.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
When Alaska Airlines needed a partner for the complex operations of travel, they made the switch to T-Mobile. Our 5G has Alaska Airlines and their customers covered, from major hubs to remote destinations. With 5G coverage ready now for the demands of today and the future, T-Mobile's network powers Alaska Airlines as they deliver next-level care for all customers. 5G ready now. That's how unconventional thinking is better for business.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Well, the Cape is a distant memory here in Wareham, Massachusetts, where the Hyannis Harbor Hawks are looking to take on the Gatemen of Wareham. I'm Grant McNew alongside Nico Sharp and Josh Schreiber. Guys, this should be a fun one tonight.
You know, I'm really excited for it. You know, both teams are going in extra innings yesterday, both good games. You know, we've played them already at their place, you know, and it was actually a very good game. You know, that game ended in the Harbor Hawks win 11-5. You know?
Woot.
So, you know, looking for a lot more of that, you know, and really excited to see how this game ends up.
Yeah, not only that, but this game actually for second place in the division. Wareham sitting at 4-3-1, Hyannis at 4-4. So definitely a big game in the standings, and these two teams looking, I guess Wareham looking for a tighter game than last time out. Hyannis looking for more of the same. Yeah,
and I'm glad you said that, Josh, as we're here at a 66-degree field. Not in, like, the angle, but in the temperature. It's 66 degrees, the wind coming in at 10 miles per hour. It's a bit chilly, right? So your hand's already going to be a little bit cold, especially on the bats, throwing the ball. Throwing the fact that this is a big game for the standings, you might have to deal with a little bit of nerves, a little bit of jitters going into this one. I think you got to get those hands loose early, fellas.
You know, I absolutely agree. You know, and you have two teams who kind of got two different results last night, you know, with Harbor Hawks coming off the walk-off victory. And then when you look at Wareham, you know, went into extra innings and ended up in a tie. You know, so, you know, they were down that game, so they do feel good to get that tie and get that loss away. But, you know, they do want that win. They do want the win for the record to go up in the standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming off of a tie like that, you're kind of hungry to pick up a win. You never like to tie, especially in a league like this where it is so competitive. So they're going to come in hungry in this game, and they're going to be led by their pitcher, Coleman Picard.
Yeah, Picard, we talked about him a little bit before we went live here. He's got a four-seam fastball that kind of holds in the low to mid-90s. You know, of course, we have Nico Sharp here, Division II pitcher, by the way, back in the day. He's going to be the guy to talk about him a lot throughout the ball game. He's going to be able to point things out that well, maybe Josh, I guess I can't really speak for you.
I don't know.
It's not going to be our job. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to cut it down to Bria Losick.
From Spillane Field, I'm Bria Losick alongside Mike Rodriguez from North Greenville. Now, Mike, we saw on Twitter that,
you let us know that we're
your
out.
team at college calls you the Nightmare. Where did that nickname come from?
So I earned it in fall when I came off Tommy John injury, and my first outing out of the bullpen, I faced 42 batters, and I struck out 34 of them. And my hitting coach one day came up to me like, "Yo, like you're the Nightmare," and that kind of just stuck. And then they've been calling me that ever since.
Well, your slider is definitely a nightmare to a lot of hitters. It ranks the best in Stuff Plus out of any pitch on this team. What do you think makes it so effective?
I've always been able to throw it hard since I was 8 years old, or since I could throw it. My dad would let me. So I always had that pitch, and then my fastball kind of worked off it. So, I mean, I always had it since I was born pretty much. That's kind of my pitch.
Both your fastball and your slider, they generate a lot of movement across the zone. How are you able to do that and generate so much run, but also keep your command so well?
So I always struggled with command growing up, and then one day I was like, I'm going to throw hard. I don't care where it goes. And then next thing you know, I stopped walking guys, and that's kind of how it happened.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yep.
Retirement strategies come in all shapes and sizes. One strategy does not fit all when it comes to reaching your retirement goals. And considering all your options may be, well, more than you want to think about. So whether you're looking to retire or already living in retirement, you need a strategy tailor-made for you.
Fairway Financial can create a personal retirement strategy just for you, designed to take care of you and your loved ones. Call it.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference. Leave your mark. Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
And we are back once again. Grant McNew, Josh Schreiber, and Nico Sharp in the booth for you today. Former producers, by the way. And Josh, I hear you've got something on Coleman Picard.
Yeah, so Picard, a Massachusetts native, probably not going to find a lot of those here on the Cape League. But pitches at Bryant University. This season does have one appearance. Went 4 innings, started that game for Wareham. Gave up 5 hits, 1 run. That run was unearned. Just 2 walks on the day. And no strikeouts, so he's really going to look to wants to throw strikes, not walk too many guys. Last time out against Wareham, Hyannis walked 7 times, and that really helped them put up their 11 runs. So it's going to be a big goal of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks to just work the pitcher, work the counts, and get on base.
Yeah, and Picard coming in as the starting pitcher for Wareham, like we said, facing off against the Hyannis team that their bats have been solid. They've been getting on base. They've been putting bat-to-ball contact, as our main man has been saying. You know who I'm talking about. You know, Jacob Irons. That's what I was talking about. I was waiting on someone to, say it for me and be excited. No one was. That was really disappointing. Because I know you guys can hear me really clearly in your ears right now.
Yeah, very nice.
So,
No doubt.
Yeah,
no
but
question.
you come in as the starting pitcher for Wareham, knowing that Hyannis' bats, yes, they've been good. They've been solid. They're getting on base. You're not scoring a ton of runs as the Harbor Hawks, despite what you've seen from ball to bat, bat to ball contact. So as a starting pitcher for Wareham, Nico, you can speak on this probably more than either of us. What's your mindset like knowing that you got a team that can put the bat on the ball but hasn't really reached home?
You know, I think a big thing, and I think this is a big thing along all of the Cape, is just attacking hitters.
Yeah.
You know, going right after them, don't waste pitches. You know, and we've seen once those pitchers get ahead, you know, they really can put them away. You know, and that's gone throughout all the Cape. You know, and we've seen that time and time again. And, you know, almost speaking to that is we've seen in the past few games for the Harbor Hawks, their runs come in bunches. You know, we've seen in the past few games, it's 0-0-0, and then it put up a 3 spot, and that wins them the game, you know? So, you know, it's been kind of spotty, but so we're looking for more consistency out of the Harbor Hawks lineup, but also for the pitcher, for Coleman here, just getting ahead, you know, and limiting the damage. You know, they put up a lot of zeros and then keeping those zeros along through the game.
Yeah, and we saw it yesterday with Mike Rodriguez, who Bria Losick actually talked to before this game, as you saw in that pregame video. But Mike Rodriguez did a great job getting in front of hitters, and he has that wipeout slider that just made it very difficult with 2 strikes to really get good contact on the ball, and that ended up being the difference. Same thing with Coleman Picard here. He's really not a strikeout pitcher. He's pitching to contact. You want some weak contact early on in counts to get deep into this game.
Yeah, he's starting things off for Hyannis. Will be number 17, Mike Sirota at the plate, the hero from last night. The walk-off RBI double sent Amick in to score the winning run in the extra inning, guys. First pitch of the afternoon is away. It'll be called strike one.
You know, he went early with the fastball. You know, we spoke to that. You know, we're going to see how he plans to attack these hitters and goes for a fastball early in the count to go 0-1.
The 0-1 from Picard. That one looked a bit outside. They'll call it a 1-1 count now.
You know, Mike Sirota, you know, the guy who came off a pinch hit and was the hero of the game last night.
The 1-1. Swung on. That one fouled off towards the right side, out of play. Might have hit a shed on the way out.
Yeah, went back in on the hands, you know, jammed him up a little bit. You know, we saw Sirota hit the ball down the line, get his bat head out front, you know, to get that game-winning double for us last night.
Now the 1-2. That one swung on towards right field. Will it get down in time? It will. And Mike Sirota reaches first. His first at-bat of the day. It's a hit and a single as it got down in front of McLean in right field.
Yeah, guys, one thing I found interesting about Sirota's post-game interview yesterday is he admitted that he was way behind on that first fastball in the at-bat that led to a walk-off. Had an ugly swing, so he kind of knew they were going to throw him a fastball again. He said he sold out for the fastball and was able to line it down the left field line. This time a little different.
And that's just being baseball smart right there. That's something you love to see in a hitter. Is the first pitch of this at-bat at the plate is Ben Williamson, the shortstop, as he watches the first ball go by. It's a 1-0 count.
That was a great swing by Sirota going back to it. Just
just
went with the pitch, hit it away. Beautiful swing there by Sirota to get on.
The 1-0 from Coleman Picard. Out of the stretch, he'll send it home to make it a 2-0 count.
Fastball up in the zone here. Ben Williamson back in the lineup. Actually named the Player of the Week in the Cape Cod League. So really looking forward to see him back after his scheduled day off the other day. Really looking forward to seeing him back in the lineup here and do some damage for the Harbor Hawks.
Williamson, the All-CAA first team this past season. As the 2-0 comes in, they'll call it 3-0 now. Hitters count for Williamson.
And, you know, we've seen it time and time again, you know, them kind of dancing around Williamson a little bit, not going right after him because, you know, he's one of those guys that can put damage on, especially with the guy on. You don't want him to hit an extra base hit, put runners in scoring position.
3-0 came in. They'll call it strike one. It's a 3-1 count. Williamson watched it go by right around the knees. 3-1. Yeah, Williamson batted .398 as his average this past season, number 30 nationally. .514 on base percentage. Now the 3-1 from Coleman Picard out of the stretch. He'll send it in. That's going to be ball four. Runners on first and second. That's Williamson on first. Sirota now on second. And out of the plate will be the third baseman, number 5, Billy Amick.
Yeah, Grant, you now got...
Excuse me, that's not number 5, Billy Amick. It's number 18, Billy Amick.
There you go. You got the
It's
got
not
the
Billy
name,
Amick.
not the
It's
number.
number 18, Billy, not number 5. He's off today.
My notes out here, you know, a little silly, as the kids are saying these days. First pitch of the at-bat, out of the stretch. Picard sends it in. That'll be called strike one.
Amick off to a red-hot start to the Cape League so far this year. Went into yesterday hitting .583 on the season. 2 homers. Was tied for first in all of the Cape Cod League.
Now the 0-1. Picard, quick check to second. He'll send it home now. That ball dribbled over towards third base. Diving grab it. Stop. The throw to first. It's there in time for the first out, but runners will advance to second and third.
That was a great play by third baseman Dixon Black to make the diving play. Close bang play there at first, but he does just get Amick there for the first out. But now runners are in scoring position for the big powerhouse, Alex Lane.
Yeah, you got 2 in scoring position right now. That's, again, Williamson on second and Sirota on third. Man, and Alex Lane at the plate.
Yeah, Alex Lane hit a bomb yesterday to the wall. Ended up being a double and starting a rally.
And just a mountain of a man as well, just looking at him. First pitch is low.
You know, when you look at this Harbor Hawks lineup, you know, you have guys at all different kinds of statures, but you look, and we have a few guys that, I mean, have a pretty big frame, you know, such as Alex Lane, you know, Brody Dene, who's actually behind the plate, you know, so a lot of big frames who got some power, who can really just put it out there pretty easily.
The 1-0 count. Picard Loads up from the stretch, sends it in, swing and a miss, strike one.
Great off-speed pitch there. Put it in the dirt.
Yeah,
Very
and
nasty pitch. Go ahead.
let's not overlook Pendleton with a nice block right there. He really pinned it into the dirt with his glove and his knees. 1-1 count.
Yeah, great pick there. Saved a run right there for Wareham.
And that was a nice pitch. 1-2 count now. What'd you think about that, Nico Sharp?
Great get-me-over curveball right there. Nasty. Just froze Alex Lane just enough to get over the plate. I mean, a great pitch to get ahead. He buried the first one, got him swinging, and then just came over the get-me-over, and a beautiful pitch to get it to 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. I can read minds.
Yeah. Check down with the umpire over there. Not positioned at first base, as there are just 3 umpires in the regular season, but had a good enough angle.
2-2 count. Out of the stretch. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's going to be the first strikeout of the day for Coleman Picard.
Yeah, blew that one right by Alex Lane. He had set him up with the curveball a couple times throughout that at-bat and ended up just able to get that fastball right by him.
You know, you said it right. You know, he was just off-speed. He was off-speed in the dirt, get me over, and then just pounds the fastball inside.
Yeah.
Couldn't get his bat barrel around. I mean, a great pitching sequence there for Wareham. I mean, that's the way you're going to have to attack big hitters like Alex Lane.
Especially after Lane saw that pitch in the dirt and did a good job holding off.
Now Will Taylor at the plate now. He's going to face off again against the right-handed pitcher, Picard, who throws in strike 1.
Great mixture of pitches there. Like you said, you know, maybe he's starting to get some pitch recognition right there. He threw that curveball or off speed and was able to lay off. It's a great plate recognition there for Alex Lane. Then he just comes back with the fastball, tons it behind that curveball. Wonderful pitch.
The 0-1. Coleman. Right hand out of the stretch is high. 1-1 count.
Another thing to note here, sorry Grant, but deep backstop. So the ball gets past the catcher, it is almost definitely going to be a run.
Absolutely, that's something we saw the other day, and not only that, but it's also just it's a cage fence, so it's not a hard brick wall or cement or anything where it's going to bounce back. So look to see these runners take advantage of that.
1-1, that one ripped towards left center field. It's floating. Not a lot of velocity behind it as it's finally taken over by Glancy from center field. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning, and with that, we're going to send it away to a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Gannon's Tavern is the home of incredible wings, handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold beer, and Keno. Their innovative tavern menu features seafood, great sandwiches, steaks grilled to perfection, and stunning specialty dishes. There's no better place to watch your favorite New England pro football team than Gannon's Tavern, in their large bar or outside on their covered deck, complete with TV and sound. Gannon's Tavern, 959 Burses Way, Hyannis. Like them on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, soon at Gannon's Tavern.
With Hood Milk, you can trust your family is getting high-quality milk in every nutritious and delicious drop. It begins here on farms that Hood selects, with farmers who uphold the highest standards and who pledge to never use artificial growth hormones. And you'll see that care continue right to your home with our Light Block bottle, which protects the fresh taste of your milk. At Hood, we never stop caring about our milk because you never stop caring about your family. Always good, always Hood.
He's got Dwyer.
And we are back here again in Wareham, Massachusetts. I'm Grant McNew. Guys, what do you got for me?
Well, on the bump today for the Harbor Hawks, toeing the slab is Drew Dwyer. Dwyer, a senior pitcher for Lynn University, a Division II ball club. Started off at Florida Atlantic before transferring to Lynn. Didn't get any playing time over at FAU, but he has thrived in Division II ball. Had a 3.38 ERA at Lynn last season, and so far this season, ERA of 0. So he went 3 innings pitched, gave up 6 hits, and did give up 3 runs, but all of them were unearned. So he's looking to keep that going, maybe limit the total runs in general, but again, Nico, he's got to just keep throwing strikes, not give Wareham anything that they're not just putting the ball in play.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw a good job from that pitchers last time. They did get up 5 runs, but their offense did break them out and put out 11 there. But yeah, we just see that they were attacking hitters and letting the defense do some work. Actually, and we had some great plays. Last game by Ben Williamson in left field. Actually, last time we were here, he made a great diving play in left field. So just letting your defense help you out. You have those guys behind you.
Yeah.
So those are guys you trust, and a great people to have behind you to make plays for you.
First up to the plate for the Gatemen is Nick McClain as he watches the first pitch go by for a ball high from Drew Dwyer.
Nick McClain moving up in the lineup. Last night he was actually in the 6th hole. Now he's now hitting leadoff here. So let's see what they saw for maybe something in the scouting reports, or let's see what they saw out of him.
That one called 1-1 now. And if anybody back home is wondering, did Nico Sharp do his homework? Yes, he did. Now the 1-1 from Dwyer.
I wasn't wondering that, Grant. I knew he had it covered.
Oh, man. Josh Schreiber might be the most supportive man I've ever met.
Wow, that's
of Nico
that's
Sharp,
quite an honor.
anyways.
Yeah, of Nico Sharp. I'll take it.
Now the 2-1 from Dwyer on the way. Swung on, popped up towards shallow center field. Sitting under it is Taylor. Taylor will squeeze the glove and get out number 1.
Great pitch there by Dwyer. Just put it right on the hands. Just put it around the hands.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to get his barrel extended. Great pitch there by Dwyer. Even went down the count 2-1 to really go right after the hitter right there.
And you guys alluded to this. Again, a Division II pitcher. Some people don't realize D2, those are still dogs out there on the field.
Yeah, just ask Nico Sharp.
Yeah, just next to the plate is the DH. That's Zach Stewart. First one high and inside for ball 1.
Stewart struggling.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Sorry about that, Nico. Stewart struggling a little from the plate early on in the Cape League, hitting just under 200.
He took some really good hacks last night in the game. Got that blonde flow. Got the 2 back-to-back lefty hitters here in the lineup. So
reminds me of a young me.
I believe it.
Even a current you could get it out there.
It's haircut season, boys. 1-1 count now from Dwyer. He'll load up, send it in. Out of the windup, they'll call that ball 2.
You said you want to get a haircut, but if you grow it out, it might be just like Stewart's right there.
Here's the problem with that. I'm not going to. 2-1. Drew Dwyer out of the windup, sends it in. That one. It's going to be swung on towards left field. Getting under it is Trey Lipsy. Lipsy with the hopping grab right along the warning track will secure out number 2.
Nice job by Lipsy there out in left, tracking that ball down, beating it to the spot, able to make just a little bit of a leap up at the wall. And getting comfortable out there in left field.
And, that's a tough play because if you look, there's no warning track out there for the outfielders. No. There's no warning track, so he's having to find the ball with his hand and then make the jump. And he made a jumping play into the fence, so great job finding the wall there and making the play.
First pitch of the at-bat for David Glancy coming in. They'll call that strike 1 looking. 0-1 count.
And another thing, Zach Stewart, lefty bat, putting it out there opposite field, straight down the line left field. Great oppo power there by Stewart. Really just threw his hands out, so a lot of power generated from that swing right there.
Now an 0-2 count. And Nico, we've talked about this in games past back in the production booth. This is a situation where I'm saying, hey, let's attack the zone. I don't want to work my pitch count high early if I don't have to. What are your thoughts as the 0-2 comes in? Well, they're swinging and a miss, strike 3. There are your thoughts, Nico Sharp. Big strikeout from Drew. From Drew Dwyer. We'll send it away and be right back after this.
Gannon's Tavern is the home of incredible wings, handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold beer, and Keno. Their innovative tavern menu features seafood, great sandwiches, steaks grilled to perfection, and stunning specialty dishes. There's no better place to watch your favorite New England pro football team than Gannon's Tavern, in their large bar or outside on their covered deck, complete with TV and sound. Gannon's Tavern, 959 Burses Way, Hyannis. Like them on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, soon at Gatemen Tavern.
With Hood Milk, you can trust your family is getting high-quality milk in every nutritious and delicious drop. It begins here on farms that Hood selects, with farmers who uphold the highest standards and who pledge to never use artificial growth hormones. And you'll see that care continue right to your home with our Light Block bottle, which protects the fresh taste of your milk. At Hood, we never stop caring about our milk because you never stop caring about your family. Always good, always Hood.
And we are back here again in Wareham, Massachusetts. All tied up, nothing apiece for both of these squads as we just saw Drew Dwyer deal 2 flyouts and a strikeout to end the inning. And we'll get ready for number 37, Gavin Cash, the first baseman, to come to the plate, fellas.
Yeah, Gavin Cash, a Texas Tech man, coming coming from all the way from down south, from where I'm from, so
Yeah.
a little representative there. So, we love to see. I was really excited about seeing him come up here. I remember watching them and playing regionals, and he put one over the scoreboard. So, and so that was really excited to see him come out here.
First pitch will be swung on, fouled off, straight back for Cash, facing off against Colin Picard. Nico, what pitch are you throwing right here?
He did attack him outside there, so I'm interested to see if they come back in on the hands or if he raises him a little bit. Let's see what they do here.
The 0-1, another foul ball straight back. That one dipped a little low.
It did. It looked like a little bit of an off-speed. It looked like it had a little bit of bend to it.
Yeah.
I would assume with his arsenal that he has maybe a slider.
A little bit of wiggle.
It had a little wiggle to it. It had a little wiggle to it.
There it
And
is.
he was, and with Cash's swing, he was a little bit out front, so I'm going to assume it was something like a slider. So now he's got him 0-2. So, do we raise the stakes and we go up in the zone on him, or do you guys think he's going back down low?
I think you got to go up.
I'm throwing a curveball here, personally. Is their strike 3 swinging?
You called it. You can saw the catcher stood up, wanted that fastball up in the zone, just to try to see if he can elevate the eyes of Cash, and it did, and it worked. Great pitch there. So it only makes me think that the other pitch was a slider before. Changes eye level right there. Great pitch once again.
The one unfortunate thing about this spot is Brody Donay, the catcher, is up to the plate, is we don't get to see a lot of the curve or the wiggle or whatever you want to call it of the ball as Donay hits that one towards center field. It's going to be towards deep center field, but not deep enough as it's caught by Glancy for out number 2.
Glancy doing some good work out there in center field. Already had a really nice running grab in the first inning. That time, a little bit of an easier play going back to his left, but gets the job done.
Now number 24, Ethan Bates, the second baseman at La Tech, will step up, a lefty batter against a righty pitcher. From the windup, Picard sends it in. Strike 1.
And, I do like the approach of Donay, wasting no time. Hit the ball well. Got some good wood on it, but just unfortunately hit it to the deepest part of the park.
Yeah.
And still give it a good ways, so good swing there by Donay.
I think he was aiming for the goalpost. It's the 0-1 comes in as 0-2 now.
Back-to-back pitches away right there.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a multi-purpose field here, don't we?
I think you probably got to go change up low and away here.
Yeah,
see if you can get him to chase.
I think it is multi-purpose. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as there's out number 3. We'll be back right after this for the continuation of this inning.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you on a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
And we are back here from the multi-purpose facility. I'm Grant McNew coming to you as your play-by-play announcer. Guys, we're normally in the production booth, but here we are taking over the headsets. The question everybody seems to be asking, can we get the other commentators fired?
I've heard a lot of rumors out there,
Okay.
and there's been a lot of high talks of us, I'm not going to lie. So,
Yeah.
we're going to see what we can do, and, we'll see how our broadcast does with reviews and everything, and we'll see what happens in the future. The future is unknown, and, their jobs are not safe.
Yeah, I don't know. I will. I like that analysis, Nico. I will say they did a lot. Mickey and Jacob were out here running around for us, helping us, showing us the ropes for our first game here in the Cape Cod League. So big shout out to them for being a big help.
Hey, here's number 36, Cade Sullivan. Following the 1-2-3 inning, he's batting in the 4-hole as the first baseman for the Gatemen. Man, off-speed pitch right there. What'd you think, Nico?
Great off-speed pitch.
Strike 1, by the way. I forget they can't see the game.
You can tell Cade Sullivan was settling on a fastball there, just out on the front foot, just couldn't get the swing off.
That ball bounces in the dirt. Trying to go low again, and me personally as a coach, I like the curveball.
Now you're a coach.
No. I did coach Pee Wee basketball one time. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Foul ball straight back.
I could see how that translates.
So I
Pee-wee
picked up a Pee Wee basketball team that had never won a game, right? That same year, won a playoff game. That's just the way it goes. That's the way it
that's
flows.
a quick turnaround. That's a great job by Coach McNew right there.
The 1-2. On the way from Dwyer, swung on foul ball left side. Dugout couldn't make the grab, just out of their reach.
Yeah, Grant, that kind of reminds me of Coach Eric Beatty last season, turning a 8-28 ball club into a playoff contender.
Now, what ball club was that?
The Hyannis Harbor Hawks.
Oh, that's right, yes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Another tough pitch right there from Drew Dwyer.
And you can just tell he's got them on the wrong. He's not being able to recognize the pitches. You know, he's throwing slider, and you can just tell that they're off balance a little bit. You know, so Dwyer doing a great job with telling that fastball and curveball and slider, and this is arsenal to keep these batters off balance so far.
First pitch of the next at bat against Dorian Gonzalez, looking to lay it down. They'll call strike one. So tell me, Nico, these pitches that he's throwing seem to be, you know, it's obviously strategy changing from batter to batter, but how much of that is watching film or just saying, oh, lefty, I'm going to throw this set of pitches?
You know, there's definitely film work that goes into it, but it's also just something that you see in the moment. You know, something you're feeling in the game. You're like, okay, you know, I'm feeling a backdoor off speed. I'm feeling backdoor curveball. You know, okay, I'm feeling I have faith that I can throw that fastball in on the hands. I trust it. You know, it's all about trusting your pitches and what it is day to day.
The 1-1 from Dwyer sent in. That one rocketed back up the middle. Picked up well by Bates. Ethan Bates to first. Did he get it in time? He did not. Dorian Gonzalez able to beat it out and get to first.
Yeah, that was a great job by Gonzalez to hustle down the line there. Tough play, kind of up the middle for Bates. Had to field that one on a short hop, plant that back foot and fire to first. Just wasn't able to get that transition out of his glove fast enough.
Absolutely. Tough play. You know, he was actually going back on his heels as well. You know, had to make a backhand pick and turn over and flip his hips and make the play, and just came up short. The two-way player, Ethan Bates, what an athlete over there at second base.
Yeah.
First pitch off the mark. They'll call it ball one.
Run on first here, and he tried to attempt a bunt here, Gonzalez. You know, he can tell he's got some speed. He want to try to drag bunt there on the first pitch. Let's see if they put the runner in motion here.
The 1-0, that one in the dirt. And that pitch right there, it really seemed to catch Gonzalez in an awkward spot. He took a little bit bigger of a secondary lead as he watched it bounce. Do you think we could have seen the throw down to first there?
Yeah, with Donet's arm, he certainly has an absolute hose piece there to throw him out. Gonzalez 0 for 1 on steals this year.
Nice pitch. 2-1 count.
You know, Gonzalez got caught in between. You know, as a runner, what you're taught is whenever the pitcher throws it and you see that downward tilt, you get a hard secondary. So as soon as that ball is in the ground, you just go and you just make sure that the ball gets away and you're gone. So you're reading that downward tilt from the pitcher's arm.
Drew Dwyer from the stretch. That one hit towards left center field. Both players making chase. Ends up being Lipsy to make the grab. And that's going to send Gonzalez back to first. Both Lipsy and Taylor were tracking it down. Lipsy got there first. So now with 2 outs on the board, a runner on first, we'll get to see Josh Stevenson, the left fielder, come to the plate.
That's not the second or third baseball the Gatemen have put into deep left field. Feels like it's only a matter of time until they really connect, but for now, Dwyer's doing a nice job mixing his pitches and keeping them off balance.
Yeah, we've seen a couple low 90 pitches already today, and that one came in right around 85, so that's a nice difference right there. Check back to first. Will be called safe on the pickoff attempt.
Yeah, Josh, you said it. You know, so far Wareham has been able to get a couple good swings, get some barrel to baseball so far here. And, you know, it is early in the game, but Dwyer keeping them off balance, but they have connected with some, but our outfield just been able to get under it.
First pitch of the at-bat, swung on foul ball straight back and straight down. Just rolled backwards. Donet chased it down, an 0-1 count. Runner will walk back to first after trying to take second.
Yeah, and I will say Dwyer doing a great job doing exactly what we said in the scouting report early on, that you just got to throw strikes in the Cape Cod League, and good things will happen with the great defense.
Big news, guys. Just dropped down to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The 0-1, they'll call it 0-2.
And Grant, this is actually your second appearance on the Harbor Hawks Network.
It is.
You did do the weather first, so we know how important weather is to you.
Resident storm expert. That's what they called me in high school and right now, actually, so guys, feel free. The 0-2. Dwyer checks his runner. 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. He'll attack, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Well, Donay did drop the ball, so he was waiting to make the tag. However, Josh Stevenson didn't give him the chance. But what we do have the chance for is to hear quite a word from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
We all have obstacles,
Ain't that right, partner?
challenges at different points in life. I
They
still
didn't
push
give us
myself
anything.
every single
No.
day.
I thought you were asking me to do an ad read there. I was like,
on to wearing UFOs. The first time I put on a pair of UFOs, it was like someone released the pressure. It was so crazy. When you are recovered and can do more, that has a compounding effect on all aspects of your life. Stepping into a pair of UFOs, they're truly one of a kind. There's nothing like them.
Best ever? Good question. Wait, why do you sound like Dr. J in your head? I've always sounded like Dr. J in my head, which means Dr. J's outside voice sounds like my inside voice? Which Coke? The doc would know. He got the world to call him doctor without going to med school. There's only one best ever.
And we are back here again. Where are we? We're in Wareham. That's where we are, ready to watch another inning of great baseball. We're headed to the third. Hyannis has kept it all tied up at 0-0, as our friends across the pond would say 0-0.
Yeah, not quite a soccer match, although with the score, it's starting to feel like it, especially in some of these low-scoring games that Hyannis has played in recently.
Yeah.
But they do have the offense. We know that. We've seen that. They have a whole lot of power in this lineup, 1 through 9, so it's only a matter of time before they start getting it going.
Yeah, and speaking of 9, here comes the 9-hole batter, number 2, Trey Lipsy. He wants to lay it down. That'll be a quick foul ball straight back. Small ball.
We love it, especially when a pitcher gets in a groove, they do tell you, hey, try to drop a bunt down, try to drop a drag, get him to come off the mound a little bit, Third baseman playing a little farther back, didn't come up at all, actually. Still over there at third is Black.
The 0-1. Swung on. Lipsy sends that one towards center field. Will it get down in time? No. Nice grab made by Glancy on the run. Glancy was shifting from left to right, made the grab, 1 out on the board.
Second hit that Glancy's taken away today, that one from Lipsy. I think the other one was from the 4-hitter, Alex Lane. No, it was Will Taylor that he stole the hit from with 2 outs in the first.
And we've seen a couple good plays from both teams in the outfield, taking hits away, really tracking the balls well today.
That ball ripped towards left center field. It's high and it's deep. It's going to bounce off the wall, straight up. Nice shot from Mike Sirota. As he reaches second, he'll have a double. Started off the day with a single. Next at bat grabs the double. Are we in a watch? Or would it be a warning? Okay, so I might be a storm expert, but this is where I struggle, okay? A tornado watch versus a tornado warning. Help me out here, Nico.
So tornado watch is, there is winds are picking up. There's a possibility for a tornado. Tornado watch means like either there is something spiraling or, there's been something confirmed where winds are, there has been something confirmed that.
You mean warning.
So we're in cycle.
It is about to happen.
We're in cycle watch.
We are in a cycle watch.
There
that
we
is
go.
correct. Yeah,
okay.
there is something brewing. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double.
See, when would it become a warning, though? I feel like the ball would have to be
when he
in
has
the
a
air.
triple or a home run.
Yeah, if he gets the third one, we'll call it a warning.
Yes.
Okay, but normally a warning is you're certain it's going to happen.
No. This guy doesn't live in Tornado Alley.
That's a good point.
The 1-0.
You two have me in that aspect.
1-0 on the way. They'll call it 2-0 now. Yeah, you're very familiar with Tornado Alley as I am, Nico. You pitched at where?
Arkansas Fort Smith.
Yes, go Lions.
That's right, go Lions. That's right. Pitched there for 2 years.
Yep.
Really enjoyed my time there. Got a good, and we did have a few scares with tornadoes as well.
I pitched in the 8th grade.
That'll do it.
It will. The 2-0 now from Picard on the way. That one is low. 3-0 count now against Ben Williamson, the shortstop, who did walk in his first time to the plate.
And that AB as well, he did get ahead in the count. It did go 2-0. I think it was 2-1 at the time as well. So, both times, Williamson having a great eye and understanding what's happening, and they may be pitching around him, trying to work corners really well off him.
The 3-0 on the way. Fastball for 3-1 now.
Another hitter's count for Williamson. Williamson leads the league with an average of 500. That's with a minimum of 15 plate appearances. He has been absolutely raking this season so far.
Absolutely, and it's no secret. That's why he was the player of the week this week. Really swinging it well to start off the year.
The 3-1 swung on, off speed right there. He's way ahead of it.
That is a great pitch there by Coleman. Understanding that, he probably has the green light.
Yeah.
Josh just said he's swinging 500, so he probably has the green light 3-1. So just spinning it and try to use that aggressiveness against him.
You also have a base open here as well.
That's right.
Full count, payoff pitch from Picard. He'll check. Sends it, foul ball.
Josh, that was a great point with the base open there. He's not afraid to, work corners, and be smart right there. So now it is 3-2, but in that 3-1 count, he knows that if he does walk him, you got a free base, and all it does is it makes a force out anywhere. So great.
And with one out, you have Amick, who just hit into a double play ball that ended up just being one out. But
another payoff pitch on the way. That's sent. Runner goes. Foul ball. They'll send him back.
Great two-strike swing there by Williamson just to fight off that off-speed pitch right there.
Yeah, when Bria talked to Mike Sirota pre-game yesterday, Sirota said that one thing he wants to work on this summer is stealing bags. He didn't steal a whole lot last year, but he straight up told Bria, Bria and Jay Driver for that matter, who helped host that interview, but he told them that he was going to try to steal bags this year, that time starting to go from second before putting on the brakes.
Those pregame interviews are awesome. So all the viewers out there, if you haven't paid attention to those yet, you have to, because those are just awesome. There's always something different and really entertaining stuff.
Another payoff pitch. Here it comes. They'll call strike 3 looking. Williamson thought it was outside. Umpire disagrees. Backward K.
Williamson walked on almost that exact same pitch his last time up. That time getting called a strike. I think that's why he showed some frustration starting to throw the bat away.
Next to plate number 18, Billy Amick. Sorry, Nico.
No, absolutely. I think he thought he worked the walk. He thought the pitch was a little bit outside, but the umpire did ring him up on the off speed that just caught the corner with a great pitch on a 3-2. Not afraid to throw off speed even when he's behind the count is Coleman. So that he's trusting the off speed and can throw it at any count.
First pitch of the at bat, Coleman Picard to Amick. From the stretch, he'll send it. Amick gets it down to third base. The throw by Black reaches first in time as Sullivan will pick it up. That's a third out here in the top of the third. We'll get ready for the bottom of the third. You're watching the Hyannis Harbor Hawk Baseball Network. We'll be right back after this.
That chip on the shoulder, that started at a very, very young age. People's expectations are they're cool, they're fun, but mine are bigger.
When you play in New York, they want to see winners. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday. You got to come with it, or those fans will let you know.
Pick one thing from me, pick one other thing from another player, make it your own, you turn to who you want to be.
What motivates me is the unknown. How good can I be? You get away from the lights, you get away from the camera.
Mientras más presente yo esté en la caja de batería, más éxito tengo.
Man, how can you not keep it fun, man? This is a kid's game.
If you could go back and tell 10-year-old Francisco one thing, what would it be?
You're a bad mother.
And we are back, guys. And how about we give a quick shout-out to somebody that we all miss very dearly. That's Jacob Irons. He's not here today. He's gone. I think he drove all the way to Texas. He's going to support the Dallas Cowboys, having a talk with Jerry Jones, discussing the past draft and strategies for the future draft.
That's right. Jacob Irons, really a do-it-all guy. He comes out here, and, he does help us out with everything. Really a team guy, so shout out to him. He's actually listening to our broadcast. I know that for a fact.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we know
Jacob.
that, and Jacob Irons is really a team guy. So, awesome. Jacob Irons
guys, he's
very
right
helpful.
over there. He's
Brought
right
us
over
to
there.
Dallas. Hey, here comes Coleman Picard. Wow, excuse me, that is just way off. That's Drew Dwyer on the bump. Oh, my goodness. They're going to fire me, guys. They're going to fire me.
That's just it's a common mistake. With the pitchers dealing so well, the pace of the game is going by so fast.
Right.
I can't blame you for forgetting who's on the mound, because the pace of the game has been so fast so far. We got a bunch of zeros on the board. Pitchers really working ahead and staying ahead. Great job by them so far.
Yeah, Caleb Pendleton is at the plate, number 34, the catcher. He's got an 0-2 count against him after 2 beautiful pitches, and there's the third one. And we talked about that before, Nico, with that strikeout. Do you attack the zone early in the count when you're up ahead 0-2, 1-2, or whatever, or do you try to get them reaching? Right now, we've seen Drew Dwyer say, hey, I'm coming at you.
That's right. He's been getting ahead of counts. He's already got 4 strikeouts, going into the bottom of the third with 2 1/3 gone so far. So, really gone ahead so far, really mixing and matching. We've seen that from both Coleman as well as Drew Dwyer, being able to locate all of their fastballs and their off speeds, and using it at any count.
1-0 comes in. That'll turn to 1-1. And right now, looking at Dwyer, here in the bottom of the third, he's got 4 strikeouts to this point.
Yeah, and go ahead, Grant.
That one off the mark. Now 2-1.
And as Nico mentioned, a lot of that just coming from pounding the zone. That last 0-2 pitch was a slider. Whether it was in the zone, hard to tell, but it was just out of the zone. Got a sword.
Now the 2-1, swing and a miss. Well, he'll tip it and foul it off. That'll make it 2-2. And we had a race for the ball.
That's not the first time we've seen that this season. The bat boys racing to the ball right behind home plate on foul balls. We'd love to see the competitiveness on and off the field.
Now the 2-2 on the way. Looked like it may have been a bit inside, and it was. That would be a full count. Yeah, the bat boy league within the league might be more competitive than the Cape Cod League itself.
I think that could get its own show. We see it with these little kids having that little competitiveness. It just adds to the game. We love to see it.
Payoff pitch from Dwyer is low. That's going to walk.
We need
JC Cologne.
We need a bat boy pipeline to the majors, or at least the minor leagues, just like we have.
No, let's
Cape
go
Cod
straight to the
Baseball League.
majors.
Straight to the majors? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I was just thinking because a lot of the players, they go to the minors. They
Right.
don't go right to the majors.
Yeah, but they aren't the players.
They're also
the
like
bat boys.
13 years old, so I don't know if there's rules around that.
We will check the rule book, and we'll see when we'll get back to you on that to see, can they jump straight to the majors? Is there an age limit for the bat boys? That's a good question, Josh. We'll get right back on, then we'll let the viewers know.
First pitch called, ball 1. Now, would it be unprecedented if we saw one get drafted, one of the bat boys?
That'd be a great draft pick.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'd support that.
The 1-0 on the way. Now 2-0 with a runner on first. This is, by the way, Nick McLean at the plate, batting lefty, wearing number 15, the right fielder.
And Dwyer got to be careful here. Got that quick first out, but he did walk Cologne there, and he is behind the count 2-0 on McLean, but can't just feed him one because we know with McLean at the top of the lineup, he's ready to swing.
That ball swung on well and hard towards right field. That ball's gone. That ball reaches over the fence, a 2-run shot from Nick McLean, the right fielder.
Yeah, he got all of that one. He pulled his hands in on, I think it was an inside fastball, and absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, beautiful swing, and honestly, off the bat, didn't look crazy, but it just sailed over.
Yeah, Sirota knew pretty early on, kind of took 2 steps back and then just slowed down, knowing it was gone. Nick McLean now 4 for 11 on the season, leading the Gatemen in average.
Yeah, now to the plate will be the DH. That's Zach Stewart. Sorry to cut you off there.
And, that was something I was worried about. That's actually something I was just saying. It is 2-0, but you can't just feed McLean one like that,
Right.
He's at the top line for a reason, dangerous bat, and he knew, 2-0, of course, you're going to have the green light, and you're thinking one pitch, one zone right there.
Yep.
And, and it was right there. So you can't just feed him one there. It just happened to be right in his wheelhouse. And with
1-0, that one ripped towards center field. That ball looks like it's going to get down, and it does. It'll reach the fence. Zach Stewart holds up at second. So we've got a home run and then a double. And we'll prepare to see David Glancy, the center fielder from the 3-hole.
It feels like this season the Harbor Hawks have been playing from behind quite a bit. Trailing at times. I know they came back down 5-0 at one point this season, ended up winning that game, but it seems like the type of thing where the bullpen ends up bailing them out later on. Let's see if Dwyer can kind of settle in here.
You're exactly right with that. You said it. I mean, the bullpen is coming. And you don't want to say, like, bailing them out because, we can obviously say starting pitcher, that's going to be the tougher job out here.
Absolutely.
Within the pitching lineup, within the pitching staff. But the bullpen, the relievers, really have been outstanding, and a lot of times you'll see it maybe the 6th or 7th inning. It seems like just a switch flips. Hyannis turns it on, and they just make it a ball game.
And, that's something we mentioned even before the game is, the Harbor Hawks haven't been known to put up a bunch of zeros and then put up a crooked number.
Right.
So this is not something that, we're unfamiliar with, and to allude what you said earlier, we have been down before, and we're not afraid to put up the crooked number and work up from behind.
Well, after the meeting between Donay and Dwyer, we'll see the first pitch called strike one to make it a 0-1 count. And that's a tone-setting pitch right there. The 0-1 brought in, swung on. That one's picked up by Amick. Amick will send it to first for the out. They get it. Now 2 outs on the board, and we'll get ready for Cade Sullivan. And like I said, a tone-setting pitch saying, hey, yeah, you guys just scored 2, but I'm still coming right back at you. I'm attacking the zone like I have all night. I've seen success, and he sees success again there.
That's a great job. You said, whenever, some runs given up, you can be timid. You can be worried, okay, I can't go after these hitters because, they're finding some barrel. So great job to get right back in there, throw a first pitch strike. And, again, a tone setter. Once again, the tone setter let them know, hey, I'm going to come right after you, regardless of what just happened. They did put up a 2 spot, but he went up, they're going right back at him.
The 1-0 from Dwyer on the way. Now watch that go by for strike one. So, guys, like I said, I pitched up until 8th grade. Never had a home run hit off of me, by the way, but I did have some triples, and by some, I do mean quite a lot. Just a fun story for you.
Yeah, it's just a good story right there. Just a good story right there.
The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
I will say I have a little bit of a fun story there. I have had a couple homers hit off me. One of them by D'Angelo Ortiz, David Ortiz's son.
Wow.
Played against him in I think it was 6th grade.
Oh.
Yeah, he
home
took
run in
one deep.
6th grade.
Yeah, this was a Little League field.
Oh, man. That ball hit towards shallow right field. It's going to bloop and get down. The throw down to home. Won't be cut off, but it's not there in time as that was number 53, Zach Stewart, that was able to reach home and plate from second. So the RBI single will make it a 3-0 ball game.
And great base running by Zach Stewart, understanding, obviously 2 outs, you're going the crack of the bat. As soon as that ball was hit, he was flying around. Sirota had almost no chance right there. I mean, Stewart was rounding third base whenever he was able to collect the ball. I mean, really a tough play there. Great base running there by Stewart.
It also really wasn't a bad pitch by Dwyer. That was, I think it was a changeup in on the hands of Zach Stewart, and he just muscled it out to right field out of the outstretched arms of Ethan Bates.
Absolutely. That ball just kind of floated right over his head, just a perfectly placed ball. Sometimes in baseball it's better to be lucky than good. We've seen a couple hard line drives that are caught, and then you're 0 for 1 on the day, and then little blooper hits like that and you're 1 for 1 on the day.
And that ball, shout out to the Wareham stream, 69 miles per hour, so not hit very hard at all.
1-1. Now 1-2 looking.
Great backdoor pitch there by Dwyer. Caught the outside corner there. Great stick job by Donay right there.
Dorian Gonzalez, the one at the plate. He's got a 1-ball, 2-strike count against him. As Dwyer pumps it up, sends it out of the stretch a bit outside. 2-2 now.
Sullivan at first, not a threat to run. It has not attempted to steal yet this season.
Well, there's a first for everything.
That's a good point.
Yeah, just letting you know.
I don't know if it's a good idea with the Donay behind the plate, though.
Oh, no, obviously not, as there's strike 3 swinging. Drew Dwyer, another strikeout to his tally. Up next for Wareham is going to be Dixon Black, Josh Stevenson, and Caleb Pendleton. But up next for you guys, the viewers, is going to be a word from whatever sponsor our producer plays.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevators. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you in a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
Welcome back to Hyannis Harbor Hawks Broadcast Network. Just want to take this time to let you know that Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. When you need to be seen quickly for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care offers a convenient and cost-effective treatment option with 6 locations across Cape Cod, from Falmouth to Orleans, open daily with no appointment needed, and staffed by board-certified ER providers.
Cape Hyannis Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
I don't know what happened there, Grant.
I'm just making sure. 0-1. The pitch against Alex Lane.
And once again, he goes back-to-back off-speed pitches right there. You know, and we saw that in the last at-bat. So there's something, must be something in the scouting report that says, hey, let's attack this guy with off-speed pitches, you know, because we're seeing that in 0-2.
Yeah, that's typically how you attack some of the big, tall hitters. Curveballs down and away, and then fastballs up over their hands. Keep it out of their sweet spot. Don't let them have anything to drive.
A 1-2 count. The pitch comes in now against Lane. That's going to be called strike 3 right around the knees. Strike 3 looking. Alex Lane going to be followed by Will Taylor, number 35. That was a nice pitching sequence out of Coleman Picard, Nico.
You know, and that is back-to-back Ks for Alex Lane. He did swing through the first one. This one caught looking. You know, and it was almost the same routine. Went off-speed early, and they came back with fastballs late. You know, so looking to see, you know, if they see that in the dugout and have Alex Lane to maybe sit on the off-speed early because, you know, they've attacked him the same both at-bats right there.
Yeah, that fastball low and away is kind of just like a freeze pitch when you see all those curveballs down and away.
First pitch of the at-bat, called strike 1 against Will Taylor.
And, you know, something we've seen with Coleman is he's thrown that off-speed whenever he wants to. It could be early in the count. It could be 3-1. You know, a lot of different ideas that Coleman has. He's thrown it early and late.
That ball hit towards shallow left field. It's going to float and hang for just a moment before it's caught by Stevenson. That's going to be a fly out for Will Taylor. Next up is Gavin Cash, the first baseman.
Number 37, Gavin Cash.
Man, can Gavin Cash hit? He absolutely went off in the college season this year for Texas Tech. Led the Big 12 in RBIs with 81. Had over 20 homers as well. Very impressive stuff.
First pitch, the at-bat comes in. Knee high for strike 1. 0-1.
And not only is Coleman using his off-speed pitches, but placing them perfectly too, where the hitters can't really do much with it.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That one was a bit of a reacher.
That was, you know, I don't know if that ball had a little bit of dive to it away, but yeah, Cash looked like he was just kind of off on his front foot and kind of just threw his hands out there. So once again, a great pitch there by Coleman to go 0-2.
Now the 0-2 with 2 outs, no one on. Pitch on the way. Man, a heater down low. That'll be strike 3, and the third out. It was a quick inning, 1-2-3. With that, we'll take a quick break and be right back with some more Hyannis Harbor Hawk action.
Gannon's Tavern is the home of incredible wings, handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold beer, and Keno. Their innovative tavern menu features seafood, great sandwiches, steaks grilled to perfection, and stunning specialty dishes. There's no better place to watch your favorite New England pro football team than Gannon's Tavern, in their large bar or outside on their covered deck, complete with TV and sound. Gannon's Tavern, 959 Burses Way, Hyannis. Like them on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, soon at Gannon's Tavern.
With Hood Milk, you can trust your family is getting high-quality milk in every nutritious and delicious drop. It begins here on farms that Hood selects, with farmers who uphold the highest standards and who pledge to never use artificial growth hormones. And you'll see that care continue right to your home with our Light Block bottle, which protects the fresh taste of your milk. At Hood, we never stop caring about our milk because you never stop caring about your family. Always good, always Hood.
Well, we're back here again. It's a 3-0 ball game. The Wareham Gatemen in the lead as we speak. Next up for the Gatemen, it's going to be Dixon Black, the third baseman, followed by Josh Stevenson, the left fielder, and then Caleb Pendleton, the catcher. Guys, how are we feeling?
You know, I think we're feeling pretty good. You know, I mean, unfortunately, it was a home run that did put them up and got them a few runs. But other than that, you know, Drew Dwyer doing a great job with getting out front of these hitters and keep them off balance for the most part. You know, they have been able to make solid contact, but we've seen it time and time again where they're making great defensive plays out there for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And throwing those strikes hopefully starts to work a little bit better in this inning with the bottom of the lineup coming up. You got, what is it, 7, 8, 9, or 6,
yes.
7, 8 coming up.
Yes,
so
6, 7, 8.
Keep throwing those strikes and forcing your defense to make some plays.
Now Black, the third baseman, stepping to the plate. Drew Dwyer remains on the bump here in the bottom of the fourth. Out of the windup, we'll get to see his first pitch. Here he comes. They're going to lay that one down. That was a nice bunt, but not going to be enough to get to first. A lot of speed showcase there. But don't you know that's Brody Donay behind the plate?
He threw that ball about 90 miles an hour over to first base. I feel bad for Gavin Cash there, who probably has a little bit of a glare from the sun coming in from his right side. So,
and a very athletic Brody Donay.
Yeah.
6'5" and moves like a gazelle. You know, very loud on his feet, very athletic play. You know, fielded the bunt, flipped his hips, and made the play. I mean, what a play there by Donay.
First pitch called ball. It's going to make it a 1-0 count as Dwyer loads up for the second. The 1-0. Swung on. Hit towards first. Scooped up by Cash. Cash will skip it over to Drew Dwyer for out number 2.
Little PFP action there. Great job. Textbook play there. Great job by Dwyer to get over there. Get his little banana, get on the line, and make a play.
So, fun fact, I used to play baseball, like I said, up until 8th grade. I was very good for the league I was in. But one time, I dove to first, which just you're not supposed to do. Not really a choice here, as this is a gravel field.
Hey, it's always a choice. It's just probably not
a bad
great
one.
decision.
Well, in general, it is anyway, right?
Yeah.
But then also gravel. So, 1-0 count now.
Also gravel.
Dwyer sends in the 1-0. They call it 2-0. Good eye there by Caleb Pendleton, the catcher. You know, they'll tell you the difference between a good hitter and a great hitter isn't what you do swing at, it's what you don't swing at. There's one for you, Nico Sharp. 2-0.
We're getting these grantisms as
Now
we go
3-0.
through. I mean, we already know from working several games with you as producers,
yes.
but now I guess all of our viewers are getting to know
right.
some of these grantisms and all the things they called you in high school.
So many things. The 3-0 on the way. Dwyer sends that in. Now 3-1. So, Nico, as a pitcher, you'll see a lot of people that are trying to pitch for contact. There has to be an art to that, right? Because you can't just throw meat as their strike 2 looking.
Absolutely, no, and it definitely is. You know, if you don't have not a big velo guy, you know, there's a huge art to it because you got to throw strikes, but don't find barrel. You know, so it's definitely a tough thing to do.
Payoff pitch, that one well inside. That's going to walk Pendleton to first.
Yeah, Pendleton on the 3-1 pitch started to throw his bat away, ended up getting called a strike. That one not even close.
Yeah, hey, umpires don't like that, by the way. Just a fun fact.
That's a good fun fact.
You know, it's very true. Umpires don't like it when you show them up a little bit, you know, if it's a close pitch, you know, and so umpires tend to not like getting shown up on their field, you know.
Oh, first pitch of the at-bat, called strike 1. This is J.C. Cologne, the shortstop, by the way, in the 9-hole. On deck is Nick McClain, the right fielder.
You know, Cologne worked to walk and then to set up the McClain 2-run bomb there. So let's see if Dwyer can put him away here.
Dwyer has a second pitch called strike 2. That one, again, looking. Now an 0-2 count, Cologne in a bit of a predicament. He walked his last time to the plate. This one with an 0-2 count, and like we've seen from Dwyer, likely going to attack the zone early. There, that one swung on. Bounced over towards second. Stumbling grab, throw not in time. There we saw Bates. He made the stop to keep it from getting to the outfield, but then he kind of stumbled on his transition. Not necessarily in his hands, but quite literally stumbled with his feet.
Yeah, that's one of those downsides of playing on a gravel field. That gravel will kind of slide underneath your feet. I played on a gravel field in high school, and it was really, it was not a great experience, but especially just trying to gain your footing when you're trying to switch directions. You saw it right there with base.
Right. Hey, we've got a meeting on the mound, as this may be the day for Drew Dwyer. With that, we'll take a quick break and be right back after this.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevators. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you in a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
We all have obstacles, challenges at different points in life. I still push myself every single day, and the harder I push myself, the more I find myself drawn to wearing UFOs. The first time I put on a pair of UFOs, it was like someone released the pressure. It was so crazy. When you are recovered and can do more, that has a compounding effect on all aspects of your life. Stepping into a pair of UFOs, they're truly one of a kind. There's nothing like them.
Best ever? Good question. Wait, why'd he sound like Dr. J in your head? I've always sounded like Dr. J in my head, which means Dr. J's outside voice sounds like my inside voice? Which Coke? The doc would know. He got the world to call him doctor without going to med school. There's only one best ever.
Welcome back here to Spillane Field. New pitcher here for the Harbor Hawks is Simon Miller, a junior from UTSA, originally from Panama City Beach, Florida. Did appear one time this season for Falmouth, went 4 innings, only allowing 1 earned run versus Harwich, but he did have 5 walks and just 3 strikeouts. Was the Conference USA Pitcher of the Year with UTSA this past season. First team All-Conference, obviously, with a 2.3 ERA and an 8-1 record. And guys, he's going to need to limit those walks, obviously, here against Wareham.
You know, and that's just something that comes with the command. You know, I mean, it was his first time on the Cape. You know, he's still adjusting. You know, I mean, we're still
he's not
early
on the
in the
Cape
year.
now.
Yeah, that's true. We are currently off the Cape, but you know, but in the Cape Cod League, still adjusting and everything. You know, but still, I mean, able to have 5 walks in 4 innings and only allowing 1 earned run.
That's impressive.
So great job limiting the damage there. So he's gonna have to limit the damage here with runners on first and second, 2 outs.
Well, here we see Miller. He's got runners on first and second, like you said, with 2 outs. So the first pitch called strike 1. Starting early here against Nick McLean, the leadoff batter for the Gatemen.
McLean hit that homer last at bat, leading the Gatemen in average. Got to get him out here.
The 0-1 from Miller. They'll bring it in for ball 1.
Counts 1-1 here. You know, you got Ben Williamson working the man on second base here. You know, Ben Williamson, a guy who can kind of play anywhere you want. You know, very athletic, very versatile, utility player. You know, just already, we see him at third base at Fenway, left field a lot of the season, and now at shortstop.
The 1-1 comes in low and inside. Might have given Nick McLean the scaries right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, put the ball almost around his shins. You know, kind of did a little happy dance. You know, ran across the plate right there.
Now the 2-1 from Simon Miller out of the stretch. Checks his runner at second, sends it in. That ball popped up. I got it. No, it's way over there. 2-2 count.
Yeah, that one right over.
You almost made a play right there.
Yeah. I was ready. Now the 2-2. 2 outs on the board.
2s all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Now Miller loads up, delivers that one straight up the middle. Going to be picked up Bates. Nice grab, diving grab to stop him from getting into the outfield, but that will load the bases. With 2 outs. And now Zach Stewart, the DH, wearing number 53, will step to the plate. The Locks flowing.
That's the 3rd time that the Gatemen have benefited from a ball kind of right up the middle, but not hit hard enough to get through. Bates just not able to make the play on a few very difficult plays.
Yeah, that was a wise decision to hold on to the ball there by Bates. I don't think that was getting anywhere. Just hit perfectly as that one is fouled off straight back in. I saw at least 2 kids just go sprinting after it.
Yeah, that is the nice thing about the Cape League. You'll constantly see kids running around trying to get those foul balls.
Now the 0-1 swung on, hit straight to first. Cash has it, he'll flip it over, and Simon Miller will step on the bag. Man, bases were loaded, but nothing happened negatively for Hyannis. We'll be right back after this.
That chip on the shoulder, that started at a very, very young age. People's expectations are, they're cool, they're fun, but mine are bigger.
When you play in New York, they want to see winners. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday. You got to come with it, or those fans will let you know.
Pick one thing from me, pick one other thing from another player, make it your own, you turn to who you want to be.
What motivates me is the unknown. You know, how good can I be? You get away from the lights, you get away from the camera.
Mientras más presente yo esté en la caja de batería, más éxito tengo.
Man, how can you not keep it fun, man? This is a kid's game.
If you could go back and tell 10-year-old Francisco one thing, what would it be?
You're a bad mother.
And we are back. Man, we need at least one more producer here.
I think we have 4 right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's actually very accurate and a wonderful point by Josh Shriver. Hey, we're back here. Nico, I think you have a fan.
Yeah, you know, I just want to thank Auntie Cheryl. I know you're watching the broadcast. Thank you so much for supporting. You know, we just saw your comment. You know, we talked to the producer, Abby Stokes, back there, and she shouted you out. So thank you so much for commenting.
Shout out
I know you're
Abby
watching.
back there.
Thank you so much.
And while we're at it, hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. Isn't that right, fellas?
We're becoming YouTubers, broadcasters, producers.
We're just influence guys. We're just some influencers out here.
Things get crazy when you get off the Cape.
Yeah. Across the bridge, as they say, right? You know. Well, still on the bump is Coleman Picard as he'll get ready to face off against Brody Donay. Things are getting spicy out in the stands. Donay batting righty. First pitch is low for ball 1.
And, you know, speaking of stands, you know, so far every game has had a good turnout out here. A lot of kids out supporting, and, I mean, so far it's been a really nice turnout all the way around.
Brody Donay, a very interesting player for Hyannis. Can obviously hit, has an outstanding arm.
The 1-1 swung on, foul ball, straight back. Oh, looked like it hit a Jeep. I hope not. 1-2.
Yeah, and as I was saying with Donay, very, very talented. It's just a matter of getting the bat to the ball.
1-2, that one in the dirt. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Yeah, bat on ball contact, as Jacob Irons would say.
Yep, exactly.
As opposed to any other kind of contact.
Yeah, maybe getting hit by a pitch. That would be like.
That's, yeah, you know, double whammy. 2-2, as they say. Full count now. Did you like that one, Nico? Did you like that? Payoff pitch on the way. Foul ball.
Donay a little bit out in front of that breaking ball.
Yeah.
It's been kind of something that Donay has had to adjust to this season, this summer. They're throwing a lot of breaking balls to him. It's just a matter of laying off when they're out of the zone.
Yeah, somewhere there was a Little League dad that just said, hey, straighten it out. Full count, payoff pitch. That's going to be ball 4, and Brody Donay will walk to first.
Close pitch right there, off speed. Got Donay to turn a little bit. You know, Coleman thought he may have gotten the inside corner right there, but the umpire says no, it did not, and Donay will be awarded the free base.
Yeah, I think that's actually word for word what he said.
I think that's, you know, just from, you know, the distance, I think that is what I did hear there right there.
I took a lip reading class in high school, and that's
Did
I
you
saw
really?
it. No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. First pitch of the at-bat. That one swung on. Man, got just over the glove of second baseman Gonzalez into center field. That's going to put runners on first and second.
And just like that, we have ducks on the pond here. You know, this is a great chance for the Hardhawks to start, you know, creeping back a little bit. You know, don't have to score 3 runs. You know, it's early in the game, you know, so let's see if they can start doing some damage here.
Ethan Bates with the single. Now Trey Lipsy in the 9-hole is up to the plate.
Yeah, if Lipsy can do some damage here, you have a real dangerous top of the lineup coming up where you have Sirota, who's already 2 for 2, 3 for his last 3 with the walk-off hit last night.
We have the third baseman here, Dixon Black, playing, looks like a bunt coverage here. Looks like he's creeping up, watching out to see if he bunts here, and he does.
And that one popped up. Oh, no. And a dangerous situation. Luckily, no collision happens as Trey Lipsy's bunt flew really straight up into the air. Easy grab made for the catcher, Pendleton.
That is a great play there by Pendleton to get up and make the play down third base line and pop up. Usually 9 times out of 10 you see the third baseman make that play. So a really great athletic play there by Pendleton.
Yeah, third baseman was coming in there, probably would have made the play. Seemed almost surprised by Pendleton coming out.
He said, hey, you're a catcher. Stop being so athletic. That's what he said. I know. The lip reading class has really helped me out. 1 out now on the board. First pitch of the at-bat to Mike Sirota, who, by the way, is 2 for 2 on the day, a single and a double as the first one goes by for ball 1.
You know, we did mention he could be on a cycle watch here. Not a warning yet, but we
not
are on a
quite
cycle
a
watch.
warning.
We are on a cycle watch.
We are on a cycle watch.
But, you know, unfortunately, the two easiest ones are off the board. Now we're looking for a bomb and a triple here.
Now the 1-0 on the way. That'll make it 2-0. Did you ever watch Deal or No Deal?
I did. Yeah. I did, yeah.
Yeah, so the 2 easiest ones are off the board. That's like you have the, is it 1 cent is the smallest one? That one's still there, but the $1 and $5, they're not. Those have already been found. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You got the hardest ones.
Yeah, yeah. So 2-0. 2-0 on the board. Pitch clock violation against, I believe, they're going to call that against Mike Sirota.
No, they're actually going to call that on Coleman there. You know, I do see what you were saying.
Yeah.
He was a little late getting into the box, but they're actually going to call that on Coleman to make the count 3-0. So big ups here by Sirota.
The 3-0 on the way. Wow, ball 4. Not often you see that on a 3-0 count.
That's a huge walk, too, with Ben Williamson coming up. That 500 average a little bit down now. He's now 10 for 21, but still
Are we gonna have
very
that, like,
good
as a
bat-to-ball
count
hitter.
all season, like 10 for 21, 11 for 22. You know
Well,
what I'm
if he keeps up this pace, we might have to.
We'll make a graphic.
I don't know anyone that has hit 500, though, in the Cape Cod League, at least in recent years.
Hey, base is loaded. Ben Williamson at the plate. Coleman Picard sends the first pitch in low for ball 1. Dangerous situation with 1 out on the board, a 1-0 count. Now, Hyannis does trail by 3, but as we've said multiple times before, you'll see it in the later innings. Just one huge inning really gets things rolling. Chance for that here. The 1-0. That one looked good, and it was 1-1.
There is 1 out, but the infield depth is pretty much normal other than the third baseman who's playing about even with the third base bag.
Yeah, and he's really glaring over at Brody Donay on third base. I don't think he likes him. The 1-1. That'll be called ball.
Rumors out here, Grant.
Yeah, I stir the pot. That's what I do. But I don't know, I'm telling you, watch his eyes. Watch his eyes. He might be looking at us, though. Yeah, he's looking at us.
You are pretty.
You know, dangerous count here for Ben Williamson. 2-1 up ahead with bases loaded here.
The 2-1 now from Picard on the way. Foul ball for Williamson. Straight back. Man, in a one-sided race. Only the Wareham bat boy went for it. Oh, and he ran it all the way to the dugout. He didn't even throw it. That's sportsmanship right there. You love to see that. Pass it on. 2-2. One out on the board, bases loaded. Picard sends in the 2-2. No swing. That one's inside for ball 3.
Almost looked like the same kind of pitch that he threw to Donay.
Yeah.
You know, off speed, made curveball, slider. You know,
Back
just
front
got
door.
just front door, just got bent with, but could not catch the inside part of the plate here. 3-2, one out here.
Guys, this is a huge pitch. Walking in a run really sets a negative tone for your squad. But if you get this strikeout, you get this out, you could really turn this inning around as that one is popped over to the left side, foul ball down the line.
You know, big moment. And, Josh, I want to touch on something that you mentioned. You talk about the defensive alignment here. You know, you kind of see it with, you know, with bases loaded and one out. You usually see middle infield back with the corners in. You know, they're actually doing everyone's deep. So they may be rolling double plays all the way around here. So
Williamson can run a little bit, though, so they're going to have to be quick.
Payoff pitch on the way from Coleman Picard. And another foul ball.
Heck of an at-bat here now.
Uh-oh. No, it just missed the car.
You're really on foul ball watch there.
Dude, it's dangerous. I'm telling you, have you ever had your car hit by a foul ball?
I have not
me
yet,
neither.
luckily.
Me neither. Yeah, Abby has last summer, as did our previous broadcast intern boss. I really don't know what her actual title is, like, technically.
I don't know who you're talking
about.
payoff
pitch. That one swung on, and another foul ball. So how many is that in a row? Is that 3?
I believe that is 3, you know, really fighting. And,
One,
you know,
2, 3, maybe 4.
Maybe. I mean, it could be 4. But something that's so dangerous about Coleman here is he has control over all of his pitch varieties.
Yeah.
You know, so that makes him so dangerous in these kind of counts because, you know, he can throw any pitch at any time and have control over all of his pitches.
Yeah, that's 3 straight foul balls here for Ben Williamson. Williamson sends that one through the infield gap. He got through on the ground. 1 will play, 2 will play with runners staying on first and second. Donay got home, and Bates got home.
What an at-bat there for Ben Williamson, scoring 2, but foul ball after foul ball after foul ball, and works the count, catch the ball out front, puts it through the 6-hole. Great swing and great at-bat there by Ben Williamson to make it 3-2.
What a season he is having right now.
Man.
Just hit after hit in big situations, getting the job done for Hyannis. Now just a 1-run ball game.
You know, by your math, I believe we're not 11-22, so I believe
Yeah,
he's back
you're
at
right.
500.
Yeah, back at 500.
That ball ripped towards center field. Easy catch. And tagging up and heading to third, easily getting there, by the way, is Mike Sirota.
Great base running there by Sirota. You know, he was kind of hanging out, kind of creeping towards third base, saw that the center fielder, Glancy, was under it, went back and got a tag and got a great jump and was able to advance. Now we've got runs on first and third.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, normally you're not so worried about getting the runner to third base when there's going to be 2 outs, but with a backstop like this, maybe you're going to force a pitching change here. Not quite sure yet, but 1 wild pitch and this game's tied up.
Absolutely. You know, just the pressure of having a runner on third, you know, anything small, you know, whether it's like an infield single or anything, there's so many more ways to score with a run on third base here.
Fellas, I've been a part of meetings like this. The entire infield comes in. In fact, one time I was in, I believe, the 4th grade, okay, in the glory days, peak of my career. So the whole infield comes in. We're getting beat. I think it's 8-0. Like, it's bad, right?
That's not
machine
good.
pitch baseball. It's serious stuff. So
You
the
played
pitch,
machine pitch baseball in 4th grade.
maybe it wasn't 4th grade. That would have been kid pitch, right? Doesn't matter. Anyways, so we come together. Our coach says, guys, do I need to call this game off? Do I need to just forfeit if you're not going to do better? And we said, no, sir. And then after that, we won the game. So just letting you know, it's possible to really turn things around with those kinds of meetings.
Yeah, wow. I was struggling to figure out how those 2 things were connected there, but I see how
Well, that's why I told you.
You know,
Yeah,
with the
there
score
we
being
go.
3-2, we're not sure if that's the kind of conversation they're having. But, you know, you never know. The score is 3-2, and they are actually up 3-2.
Yeah,
So,
I never-
but you never know what could be happening in
I
this
never
conversation.
claimed to know to read lips. You know, like, I can't tell you. Alex Lane at the plate, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
There's that curveball in the dirt, and if anything tells us he's going to keep pounding that curveball low, maybe try to get one front door, finish him off with a like a frozen pitch on the outside corner with a fastball.
The 0-1 from Coleman Picard. He'll send it in to Lane. That one high for ball 1.
But, you know, in those mound visits, you know, in this kind of situation, you know, it could be for two things. You know, kind of calm down your pitcher a little bit, you know. You know, he's giving up a few runs, but also give time for your bullpen guy to kind of get going over there, you know. You never know if he's 2 pitches away, you know, maybe that extra little time gets him ready and he's ready for the next batter.
Now the 1-1 brought in. They'll call that ball to Alex Lane. Looked like he may have wanted a piece of it. Wisely decides not to swing. 2-1 count.
Yeah, great take there. It looks like he's seeing those off-speed pitches better after seeing so many in his first 2 ABs.
The 2-1 turns to 3-1. Some frustration on the bump.
Yeah, you know, we never know what was said on the mound, obviously, but you never know if Coleman, you know, maybe, you know, he said, hey, you know, maybe the next batter is going to the bullpen, so he knows that he wants this guy. This is his guy right here that he needs to go right after him.
The 3-1 on the way, swung on Lane, will pop that one up, shallow center field. Should be caught, and it is. That was Colon who got under it, and that will end the top of the 5th. We'll get ready for the bottom. Hyannis cuts to the lead. It's 1 down. 3-2 is your score. We'll be right back after this.
What are you looking forward to? Adding a takeout window?
And more locations.
Paying off my student loans.
Juggling my 4 small businesses and staying sane.
Raising my allowance.
Finishing my painting and starting the next one.
Catching a keeper. Cashing anything.
Making the most of my retirement.
Checking my balance and hopefully having one.
Whatever you want for your family, your business, or your community, talk to us at Cape Cod 5 because we're looking forward to helping you. Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were.
That chip on the shoulder, that started at a very, very young age. People's expectations are, they're cool, they're fun, but mine are bigger.
You know, when you play in New York, they want to see winners. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday. You got to come with it, or those fans will let you know.
Pick one thing from me, pick one other thing from another player, make it your own. You turn to who you want to be.
What motivates me is the unknown. You know, how good can I be? You get away from the lights, you get away from the camera.
Mientras más presente yo esté en la caja de batería, más éxito tengo.
Man, how can you not keep it fun, man? This is a kid's game.
If you could go back and tell 10-year-old Francisco one thing, what would it be?
You're a bad mother.
And we are back as Glancy steps up to the plate for the Gatemen. What do you guys think?
You know, Simon Miller coming back out for his 2nd inning of work, you know, here, and, you know, great job there to really close it down and shut down ship last inning. You know, came in a tough situation, you know, already with ducks on the pond, you know, runners that weren't his, but to be able to shut down and limit, and now giving the Harbor Hawks a chance to be a 1-run game right now.
Yeah, those are some of the hardest situations to come in and pitch and put out the fire.
The 1-0 called strike. That'll make it a 1-1 count. 1-1, foul ball, straight back. Nico, do you also want a high five?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of our thing back in the production booth, you know, and they're not actually able to see that.
We need a booth cam.
We do need a booth cam back there because, you know, we're usually running graphics, you know,
Yes.
for the home games and everything and the instant replays, and we do have a...
The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And big strikeout there. Go ahead.
We do get a high five in every now and then when we do well back there. You know, it is a tough job, and you know, we really do well back there, us three.
Yeah,
you know, we're a good team.
It is a high five brigade back there, especially when we got the instant replay going yesterday.
Yeah,
That was
so many high fives were given. First pitch called ball 1 for Cade Sullivan.
Cade Sullivan 1 for 2 on the day. Had a strikeout his first AB, came back and had a single that led to an RBI.
Oh, he'll rip that one straight to second base. Wow, he caught it.
Yeah.
And in case you were wondering, was it a catch? The umpire lets us know, hey, that was a catch.
Yeah, you didn't need to do your lip reading there. That one was loud and clear for us.
Yeah, Ethan Bates, good job. You know, catch. Yeah.
Yeah, the confusion, he kind of dropped it, transferring out of his glove.
First pitch called strike one. This is Dorian Gonzalez at the plate, batting lefty again, facing Simon Miller, wearing number 12, pitching righty. 0-1. That one hopped over to Bates, who will flip it to first, easy out, and that'll be the third one. So Hyannis able to add 2 to the board in the top half. They do a quick 1, 2, 3 in the bottom. We'll get ready for the 6th. This is Hyannis baseball.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you in a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
Well, it's a 2-3 ball game. Wow, game. Guys, so in case you were wondering, I'm from Arkansas, so sometimes it slips out.
That little country little accent came out.
She loves me for my twang.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Got that little country tide too. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it for sure.
Well, it's a 3-2 ball game. Hyannis trailing by 1. We'll get ready for the offensive side. What are you guys thinking going into this inning?
What a line by Coleman Picard. His day is actually done. Number 37, Tyler Dean, is on the mound. He's a junior from Roanoke, Virginia. Went to Virginia Tech, staying at 6'3" tall. So we're excited to get some good looks on him. We didn't see him in the previous game when we faced him a couple weeks ago, so this will be our first looks at him against the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, Dean looks like he's throwing pretty hard. We don't have a radar gun with us right now, but
yes, we do.
Grant's mental
there
radar
it is.
gun. There
so
we
I'm
go.
really good at math. So that's what I do. I just calculate it. Also, we'll have a special guest after this half inning for our fans back home.
We're not going to tell him yet.
It's a secret.
We're not going to tell him yet because we will leave it to him and we will deliver it to you guys next half inning. But we're pretty excited about it as we look to get going here in this top half of the inning.
Starting things off for the Harbor Hawks will be number 35, Will Taylor, out of Clemson. He'll bat righty against Tyler Dean, who will come out of the windup, also a right-handed pitcher.
Will Taylor so far 0 for 2 in the day, getting outs from both of them being pull side. So let's see if he uses his hands at all this AB.
First pitch fouled off, 0-1 count.
Yeah, Will Taylor was one of those guys robbed by Glancy out in center field in the first inning. Potential RBI opportunity there. Glancy took that one away.
0-1, that one shot over towards the shortstop Cologne. Cologne makes the throw, but it's not in time. Man, the speed shown off by Will Taylor. Hey, that's a wide receiver. He gets to first.
That was almost a great play there by Cologne. Came almost towards the 5-hole, right down the third base, and made the play. Shortstop made the play, backhand, made a crossbody on the run, just could not make it. But as you said, the wheels that Will Taylor has, and really nice hard swing so far, and really making good contact so far this game. Even though he is only 1 for 3, really making a good swing and having good contact.
Gavin Cash at the plate. We'll watch the first one go by, called ball low.
And I would say the ball he hit least hard so far today ended up being the one that was the hit, and brings back better to be lucky than good.
And that's been a crazy consistent point recently, is that ball hits the dirt for ball 2. It's that the Hawks, they're hitting the ball really hard.
Yep.
They're just not getting down. We heard Beatty talk about that after the first couple of games.
Yeah, and we've heard it from him time and time again. We've seen it in all these games that we've had, making solid contact, but, just floating in the air just a little too much, and the outfield's able to get under it. And you just know you can't be mad at that. You can't. You know, those balls will fall.
Yeah, the 2-0, swing and a miss, strike one. Now Tyler Dean loading up out of the stretch with a runner on first. We'll send in the 2-1. Runner goes, foul ball. It doesn't matter. And, you know, I'm really glad that somebody just shouted that very clearly. That was awesome.
Yeah, good communication. I have
disagree?
to agree.
Is that?
I have to agree. There's been a lot of communication from that Wareham dugout where we're seated right next to, especially on fly balls, yelling in,
Interesting
back,
setup, by the way.
stuff.
Putting us over the opposing dugout. As a player, that's got to be kind of weird, right? Yeah. They say yes.
Yeah, you know, that's a great point. You know, I don't know if the viewers know, but we were actually sitting on top of Wareham's dugout.
Right.
So there's no secrets in between us. You know, everything that we say is being heard from below us.
Payoff pitch now on the way. Runner goes, foul ball. Yeah, so word just came in. I'm getting through my earpiece. Yeah, this is new. They switched it from last year. It used to be over there was the cage. Now the cage over here. The dugouts used to be over there. The dugouts stayed, Abby. The dugouts are still there. The piece in my ear just really not getting that ball off the mark. Man, the pickoff reaches past first. They're going to send him to third. Oh, my goodness. So the pickoff to first gets by the glove of Sullivan. And with that, Will Taylor gets all the way to third.
Yeah,
How huge is that?
That ball was thrown a little bit behind where Will Taylor was diving in. I think Taylor kind of almost incidentally got in the way of the throw, went all the way past Sullivan. A lot of space over there, and Taylor has the speed to turn it into 3.
Full count. Payoff pitch from Dean on the way. He'll send it in. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That was a big pitch from Dean.
A big pitch indeed, considering now that there's a runner on third with no out, so that was a big pitch to get that first out. You know, but we spoke about it earlier. Is with the big backstop, there's also a lot of foul ground.
Yeah.
A lot of foul ground going both directions. So once that ball got past the first base and Sullivan, there's a lot of room to work there.
First pitch to Brody Donay. Called strike 1. 0-1 count.
Donay here got to just try to put the ball in the air or even on the ground. Infield is still back as a nice stop there on the ball by the catcher Pendleton. But Donay is second in the team in strikeouts, so he's got to do a good job here. Just make some contact. Infield's back. They're giving them the run.
The 1-1 now. Swung on. That one hit high. Still in play, it looks like. It's going to be foul. No, I was very wrong.
Ball was out of play, but the ball was hit straight up. Tough to get a gander at it.
So I visited my eye doctor the other day, and they said, hey, Grant, your depth perception, not good. Not good at all. There, it's on display. 1-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Tyler Dean. That's 2 in a row.
Great way to come back there for Tyler Dean. Runner on third with no outs. Gets 2 quick strikeouts right there. Now we got 2 outs. And, something that you didn't mention, Josh, is that infield's been back the whole time. They seem to be not afraid to give up the tying run here even on the top of the 6th. So the infield remained back the entire at-bat.
Well, Ethan Bates will watch strike 1 go by. And you say that, Nico, but watch third base. He pitches, and as Dean is hiking, it's like he's running up, getting ready for the short one.
I have seen him done it a few times there, so I didn't know if that's part of his routine or what that looks like for him.
The 0-1, that one fouled off to the right side. Now Ethan Bates out of La Tech in the 8 hole. He's been playing second base, really been stellar at second base today.
A great job both, offensively, defensively. He's a pitcher as well, so really just an athlete all the way around and a great lefty bat in the lineup for the Harbor Hawks.
Now the 0-2 on the way. Bates will swing. That's going to be a foul ball. And again, there has to be a Little League parent out here somewhere saying, hey, now you've seen it. Let's straighten it out. Probably the best advice you could give, by the way. Everyone knows what that means, and everyone knows exactly how to do that.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's just as easy said than done, Just straighten it out. Hitting's not that hard, right, guys?
No.
0-2. Man, and he got a beautiful pitch. That was a wonderful pitch right there by Tyler Dean. He'll get 3 strikeouts back to back to back to end it. And, hey, we've got a special guest coming to the booth. Why don't we – well, we'll have to give him a headset. So I can do it if you guys want to interview him.
Whatever you think is best.
Owen, come introduce yourself to the people.
So Owen is with baseball operations, and he's kind of going to give us a little bit of insight on maybe what that means day in and day out. So Owen, first off, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
We're really
I'm
excited
glad
to have
join.
you.
This is fun.
And
this is exciting.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. And so we know you're part of baseball operations, and I think us as well as the viewers want to know what that exactly means and what does y'all's day-to-day look like.
So I'm not technically game day operations. I am a corporate development assistant, okay? And so what that mainly deals with is the sponsorships that get given to the team. So this allows us to buy uniforms, balls. It allows us to get the money to do that stuff.
Yeah.
And it is a grind. Let me tell you that, boys, okay? It starts the day I joined, okay? A lot of interns didn't start till June 5th, no? I started in January. So
wow. Putting in the work for the Harbor Hawks.
Thank you.
Now, how important is it for these players and for this team in general to get those sponsorships to have that money?
It's crazy if you think about it. Think about the Red Sox, how that organization runs. This is basically a mini Red Sox team, right? You need everyone pitching in as much as they can to succeed, and it really emulates on the field.
Yeah, no doubt. So just walk us through a day in the life of Owen. So we know you have your job outside, but what does a day look like for you? With everything going on in your life.
So right now we are focusing heavily on what? You want it?
Yeah. Can I?
Okay. I was like, no idea. But right now we're focusing a lot on the event nights we are having this year. It is going to be very big for this organization, and we have numerous ones. For example, the one I am most excited about is First Responders Night. That is going to happen on June 29th, gentlemen. Okay.
I just cut you off. First two pitches are in there for balls. It is a 2-0 count to Dixon Black.
Dixon Black 0 for 2 on the day here, but looking for Simon Miller to see if he can go right at him.
2-0 is just a bit low. That'll be ball 3, as still on the mound is Simon Miller.
So I know you boys golfed today. How did that go?
It went well. Out of my group of 4, I was able to come out victorious.
You won out of your group?
I did, as Dixon
3-0 count is a ball. Ball 4, there's a walk for Dixon Black. Sorry to interrupt you, boys.
No worries.
Yeah, I was able to come out with the victory. It was a great time.
As you should.
It was nice. I was out to have a good day out there. So I got to see you this
again.
morning. So
Yep.
it was a nice morning. Good way to start off the day.
Good.
I will say our foursome, of course, Jacob Irons came out victorious as usual.
Of course he did.
As squaring to bunt there is Josh Stevenson. He pulls it back, and it is called a strike. So it'll be an 0-1 count with a runner on first and nobody out. Josh Stevenson, the left fielder, batting 7th here today. The 0-1 fouled straight back.
I have to admit, this is quite the view up here.
Yeah, they
amazing.
do have a great view. It is a kind of a little interesting thing with them being right below us and they can't hear us, but it is a great view nonetheless. We get a great view of the field and everything going on. You can see pitch and you can see a little bit of arc to it, so it's a great job.
0-2 outside as Donay thought about throwing over to first, but held on to it instead. 1-2.
Do you think they enjoy being able to hear us?
I think they do. I think there's got to be pros and cons to it, right? I'm sure there's great commentary, but there's also sometimes all game to hear us.
There goes the runner. Throw over to second is
out.
In time.
Yep. Thank you for the call.
Brody Donay. Thank you, Owen, for that assist.
Yep.
Brody Donay showing off that cannon as
umpire
Dixon
made the right
Black
call.
gets thrown out at second.
And that was a strike him out, throw him out opportunity right there. That's a double play. Great pitch by Miller. Gave his catcher Donay a chance. There's a good slide step right there, and Donay threw him out very quickly.
I'm excited about Donay. Let me tell you that.
Oh yeah.
He is a great player to watch, and I think his hitting is only just getting started, gentlemen.
Yeah. First pitch in there for a strike. Thing is, with Donay, as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and a fly ball to center field. Will Taylor is under it. And he will make the play. So a 1-2-3 inning with a little bit of help from Brody Donay.
Thank you for having me.
To the top of the 7th.
Me, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Owen.
Absolutely, much
For
appreciated.
an outstanding quick interview. But
it's okay. You guys
I'm
are
sure
killing
we'll get
it.
you on the
Keep it
air
up.
later on in this season.
Or maybe, yeah, absolutely. Can't wait. All right.
So we'll be right back for the top of the 7th. You're watching Hyannis Baseball.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service service from Verizon to T-Mobile.
Yep. T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-it-all, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevators. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you on a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
Back at Spillane Field here for the top of the 7th as the Harbor Hawks will try to tie this game up and eventually take the lead, but thank you so much again to Owen for an outstanding interview. And since he was cut off so rudely by the pitching staff for having a quick inning, just a shout out to them for organizing First Responders Night at McKeon Park on, what was that, June 29th,
Yes.
I believe it was?
Yes.
So if you're listening, make sure to come on down to McKeon Park, not only for that game, but any game in the future. It is a great time down at the ballpark.
Hey, Trey
overall-
Lipsy. Yeah, go ahead, finish.
I was just going to say, overall, watching these Harbor Hawks play, hopefully taking second place in the division after tonight.
Yes. Hey, Trey Lipsy coming to the plate, batting lefty, wearing number 2. He's been in left field. He's got 2 flyouts so far. Now Tyler Dean out of the windup, sends it in. That one high, ball 1.
Yeah, had that fly out to dead center, and then he had that sack bunt that just got a little
Mhm.
under it, and where the catcher Pendleton made a great play on it.
Well, when he got a hold of that one, it gets down in left center field, scooped up by Stevenson, and that's enough for Trey Lipsy to reach first.
Big turn there by Lipsy, but just a beautiful swing by the lefty to kind of inside out that pitch, send it into left center field for a line drive base hit.
Yeah, great swing there. You know, that's exactly what you want from your 9-hole. You know, you want a guy who has got good hands. You know, and that way you can have an opportunity for the top of the line to do some damage here. Great swing there. Just like you said, in and out swing. Just poked it away. The hard line drive away. Great backspin ball by Lipsy.
Mike Sirota at the plate, batting righty. With a runner on first, no outs on the board. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes. The ball in the dirt. The throw down. Not there in time, and he's going to take third. Trey Lipsy standing at third. How about that? You get the ball as your pitch. The throwdown goes into center, and now Trey Lipsy stands on third.
You know, we're in the situation again. You know, we get a runner on first, and then something happens, and now we have a runner on third.
Yeah.
You know, with the same batter up, you know, nothing done. So, again, we are at 0 outs with a runner on third.
And top of your lineup, too, is Mike Sirota. Watches strike one go by. 1-1
I was just
count.
about to say, too, right before Lipsy ran, watch out for Lipsy because it seems like every time he's on base, he's running. Now 4 for 5 on the year.
2-1, as that one's called ball. The scoreboard in the park is just incorrect. Oh, they fixed it. There it is. They must be listening.
Yeah.
Our scoreboard on screen was correct.
That's right.
We're
That's right.
better than, you know.
I think they must have been listening to the stream and heard you say that here as we're in a 2-1 count here.
The 2-1 on the way. That'll make it 2-2. That one's called strike looking.
And, you know, Sirota, just a guy that the Gatemen haven't been able to figure out yet. You know, he's got a single, double, and worked a walk in his last AB. Seeing the ball well here so far.
Now the 2-2. On the way, fouled off man just barely got a hold of that one.
Yeah, like that cut, though, from Sirota. Really aggressive in the box, taking a strong swing and keeping this at-bat alive.
Yeah, hey, now you've seen it.
There you go. There's the Little League Dad quote.
That ball ripped up the middle. Will it get through? It does! We're going to have a tie ball game. 3-3. Trey Lipsy plates off the RBI single by Mike Sirota.
And what a day for Sirota so far. You know, having
Last
single,
24
double,
hours.
Walk.
Yeah.
The last couple ABs for him. Going to last night, being the hero last night.
Yeah.
Keeping the momentum, having a single, double, working walk, and another RBI single.
Yeah, and Ben Williamson coming to the plate. He's been playing shortstop in a tie ball game, like we said, guys, earlier. The late innings for the Hyannis Harbaughs. That one gets by first base. They're going to send him to third. Mike Sirota standing at third. So we see it again and again and again. Simple things, sending runners into scoring position.
Yeah,
that's killer.
A pickoff attempt there by Tyler Dean. It just pulls on a little too hard, glove side. Sullivan not able to make a play on it, and just like that, Sirota's on third base with no outs, and Ben Williamson up to the plate.
Man.
I would watch Sirota here, too.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Yeah, do you steal home if you're Sirota?
No, I would not say steal home, but when you have Tyler Dean going from the windup, Sirota may decide to play some mind games.
That one off the mark. Ball one, 1-1 count. Now watch this. Let's see if there's any bad blood on third base. I don't see any. That one high.
You always have to assume those things.
You
honestly.
have to, right?
Fierce competitors.
So a lot of people, they'll kind of talk to the position player on the base that they're staying on. No, not me.
Not you.
The 2-1 on the way, foul ball.
Ben Williamson, another big hack right there. Up 2-1. That's one of those opportunities. If you may go, find that pitch in your box, and he had it right there, just missed it. Big swing there by Williamson to make the count 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2 count, like you said. Pitch comes in. That one's low. It's going to be 3-2, full count.
That's a great take. Absolutely great take by Williamson. Staying active with his hands the entire time, ready to swing the bat, and trying to keep that batting average at 500.
That's right, works the count to 3-2. Another good at-bat for Williamson.
Payoff pitch on the way. That one hit high towards left field. It's not going to get out, but it's going to be at the warning track, and that will be plenty to score Mike Sirota. And boy, does he deserve to reach home to take the lead. It's 4-3.
And just another very productive at-bat from Williamson, just putting the ball in play, doing exactly what you need to do with no outs, and now just with one out, you still have a chance for a rally.
Absolutely, and another great at-bat there for Williamson, working another 3-2 count, and then puts one to the wall. Gets the job done, gets a sac fly.
First pitch to Billy Amick. That one will be a swing and a miss for strike one. The pitch was a bit low, guys.
And, once again, we're seeing it. The Harbaughs just don't score runs by the single. It always seems to be a crooked number.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. So a lot of people will tell you, hey, the winning team oftentimes is that one's ripped towards left field. Should be caught as the bat broke. That was dangerous. The splinter nearly reached the third baseman, Dixon. Glad that he didn't get a splinter from it, but that's going to be out number 2. But like I was saying.
Hey, Coach, we can take that up here.
He's not listening to Josh. So as I was saying, a lot of times you'll hear, hey, the winning team, they're going to score more runs in one inning than the other team does in the game overall, right? Like you see that a lot. Now, of course, not the case right now, but, I mean, you get where you're going with that, right?
Absolutely. You want to be the team that puts up the most crooked numbers.
Yes.
You want to do some damage and tally it on and really put your foot on their throat.
And then you
really
can listen to Crooked Teeth right after. The 0-1. No?
Yeah, no doubt.
Producer Abby Stokes loved that one. 1-1.
Watch another curveball here. Nope.
That one hit high into shallow right field. Under it is McClain. McClain will make the grab in foul territory. That's going to be out number 3. Well, the Harbaughs take the lead. Another 2-run inning. So they get ready for the bottom of the 7th. Hey, we'll be right back after this.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G!
Who are you in a club with?
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference. Leave your mark. Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Retirement strategies come in all shapes and sizes. One strategy does not fit all when it comes to reaching your retirement goals. And considering all your options may be, well, more than you want to think about. So whether you're looking to retire or already living in retirement, you need a strategy tailor-made for you.
Fairway Financial can create a personal retirement strategy just for you, designed to take care of you and your loved ones. Call
From the University of Iowa.
Well, we're back here and just about ready for the bottom of the 7th. Fellas, the Harbor Hawks up by 1 run. Feeling good.
You know, we did have a defensive change there. We have Brad Keylori now at second base in for Ethan Bates. Brad Keylori is at second base. And, you know, we did have a pitching change as well. Number 6 for the Harbor Hawks. Go ahead and give us that, Josh.
Cade Obermiller, a left-handed pitcher from Iowa City, Iowa. Had 14 appearances this past season with a 4.05 ERA. This is his debut in the Cape Cod League, a freshman. We saw there the
First
low three-quarter angle.
Yeah.
He was the #1 ranked left-handed pitcher in Iowa by perfect game coming out of high school.
The 1-0 on the way. That'll make it 2-0. You know, it's very quiet in the park, isn't it? We need some. Can we pump in some crowd noise? Is that possible?
I don't know if we have those capabilities yet, but
Abby?
actually we probably could.
Yeah, you know, we do have a decent crowd out, but, you know, it does seem to be quite calm out there so far. You know, we don't know if the Harbor Hawks scoring some runs, getting some momentum, you know, kind of silence the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happens when.
Well, there's strike 1. 2-1 count now.
You know, of 4 unanswered runs for the Harbor Hawks, and now that bullpen has been so solid all year. Just can they stay solid and hold Wareham the rest of the game?
Cade Obermiller will send in the 2-1. That'll turn to 3-1.
And, you know, we talked about the Harbor Hawks working from behind and coming back from behind, but Wareham are no strangers to that either. You know, they did it in last night's game, you know, and it did even the night before that, you know, so
yeah.
they're no strangers to coming back from behind. So, you know, even coming up late in the game, you know, Harbor Hawks cannot just rest on this lead. You know the Wareham are going to be fighting.
The 3-1 on the way. That one bounced towards the third base line, picked up and sent away. It'll reach. Whoa. It'll get out of the glove. That gets out of the glove of first baseman Cash. So, for those that are listening to us, obviously you're not watching the game. What we saw right there was a form tackle on first base. But after getting off of the dog pile, as they say, the runner, J.C. Cologne, got back up and really thought about heading to second. Probably a wise choice to not do that, as he would have been thrown out. But
yeah, kind of just collided with Cash there while Cash was trying to make the scoop on the throw from Amick.
Yeah, Billy Amick came up, made a quick short hop play, make the throw on the run, but Cash just could not come up with that short hop there. Close play, and that's when the collision did happen. Runner still did stay out first.
Yeah, 0-1 count now for Cade Obermuller on the mound. Facing off against number 15, Nick McLean.
McLean batting from the right side this time, a switch hitter. We've seen him hit from the left side so far today.
Now the 0-1. Sent in. That'll make it 0-2. Nice pitch right there.
You know, another guy who's seen the ball well. You know, both leadoffs really seen the ball well so far. You know, he had that 2-run home run earlier in the game and then had that single in his last at-bat. So another guy who's seen the ball really well for the Gatemen.
Now the 0-2. For the lefty, Cade Obermuller. That one will be hit softly towards the shortstop, Williamson. How do you guys like that?
Yeah, that not hit very hard at all by McLean. Kind of just a little bit of a blooper that Williamson didn't have to move a whole lot, and it's an easy first out.
Yeah, it's probably one of the easiest plays Williamson might ever have to make right there.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball just right to him, head high, made an easy play, gets out number 1.
Runner on first. 1 out on the board. Obermuller eyeing his runner at first. They'll send it home. They'll call strike 1.
This is a tough matchup for Stewart. A lefty that is kind of almost side-arming. He's very low three-quarters coming in after facing a righty all day. And a really over-the-top righty at that.
Yeah, 1 runner goes. Donay decides not to throw. Great jump.
Yeah,
from Cologne.
Great jump. You know, and even lefty, you know, with a lefty on the mound, he sees him. You know, Cologne almost took off before he even lifted his leg.
Which is dangerous with the lefty
Got
there.
a great jump and just timed
Yeah.
timed him up really perfectly, got the stolen bag.
And Cologne, he's going already, like you said, again, as we see the foul ball, didn't even pick up the leg, and he's taking off to third. He's checking. Look, you watch the eyes of Obermuller. He'll look back. As soon as he looks back to home, we're taking off.
Yeah, it's almost so. As a runner, you know, there's some things that you kind of look at to try to time up the pitcher. You know, people have different things, but I mean, most of the teams I've been on, we use the UCLA method. You know, pitcher comes set, UCL. Is he pitching on L? Is he switching it up? You know, so that's kind of something. So maybe looks like he may have him timed up here because he came set and almost immediately took off. So maybe has him timed up there over there at second base is Cologne.
Now the 1-2 from Obermuller. Runner stays that time. Check swing. He did not go. Now it's 2-2.
Yeah, and there, nice job by Obermuller to switch up his looks there. Decided instead of just going on that first look, did give him a second look to make sure Cologne was not trying to get a jump.
Yeah, Zach Stewart standing lefty in the batter's box. With a 2-2 count against him. They'll send it in. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's a strikeout for Cato Obermuller. And Zach Stewart's been a really high-energy guy for the Gatemen tonight, even in the dugout, as we've gotten a clear view of, as we are literally in the dugout.
Yeah, I don't know if literally is the right word there, but
literally,
we're literally on top of it.
We are literally, basically, baseball players. David Glancy at the plate, batting righty. Runner on second, 2 outs on the board. Do you like that, Josh?
I did like that.
Good. First pitch, called strike 1.
But yeah, a tough out in Zach Stewart, you know, with the duck on the pond at second base and a runner in scoring position. That's a big out there for Obermuller. You know, it's a tough play. You know, Zach Stewart made hard contact all day long, so that's a big strikeout right there for Obermuller.
The 0-1 from Cade. He'll send it in. Swung on. Picked up by Obermuller. Looked like it hit the foot of David Glancy, and they'll say it didn't. Man, that's out number 3 and a tough one to get if you're Glancy. With that, we'll send it away and be right back after this quick break.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen. Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the cloud.
Who are you in a club with?
I mean, he got that down to an 82-mile-per-hour pitch as the foul ball goes off to the right side.
All right, in case you guys did not hear, we were in the top of the 8th. You know, our audio was still muted. So we are here now with Will Taylor leading it off. It is 2-2
Man.
count. Welcome back, by the way, guys.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
So new pitcher on the mound, Jack Bowery, number 44, New Haven, Connecticut is his hometown. As we said, potential pizza capital of the world. That was from Josh. He's from Marist College, and he stands 6 feet tall. That's what you missed. You're all caught up. 2-2 count.
Yeah, another southpaw here for the Gatemen, you know, and a great AB here so far by Will Taylor, working a lot of foul balls here, and another great AB here for the Hardbox as well.
The 2-2, wow, that one ripped. Wow, ripped high towards left center field. Tracking it is Glancy. Glancy will grab it for out number 1.
Yeah, I don't think the left fielder really knew where that one was. He was kind of looking at Glancy to see where he was going to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, even if he didn't, right, which of course we don't know, but props to Stevenson and Glancy on communication there.
Yeah, great communication. And communication early. Glancy really took over as center field has priority over everyone, obviously.
Right.
And he makes a play, makes a call early, and a great play nonetheless.
Now Gavin Cash sends that one to center field, and a nice grab on the move. Excuse me, not Gavin Cash. Yes, Cam Smith. Good eye by Josh.
And a great jump there by Glancy. You know, those are tough plays for a center fielder to make. When the ball's hit right at you, you know, it's hard to tell depth perception. You know, it's almost impossible to know. But a great jump there by Glancy. You know, most center fielders, that ball gets down.
Yeah.
But a great jump there by Glancy to make the play, almost had a shoelace.
Brody Donay at the plate, batting righty. The first pitch comes in low for ball 1.
Glancy has been definitely the standout star of this game defensively for Wareham.
That ball fouled off, high, and gone. 1-1.
Gone foul.
Yes,
for
foul.
the viewers.
For anyone that just like had a little jump in their chest from that, no.
That pitch was gone foul.
And another foul ball, that one not gone.
Here's the race, the ball boys, as Hyannis wins that battle again.
Go Harbor Hawks. Someone do the scream, the Hawk scream.
I don't think our viewers want to hear that one.
The 1-2 swung on down the line. Oh, foul ball. Just a hair left of the line. Yeah, that may be a good call, Josh. Screaming into the microphone, typically not a good idea.
For anyone listening with headphones.
Yeah, for any young kids trying to learn how to broadcast, screaming is just not your strong suit. That's not the way to go. 1-2 count. Out of the windup. Bowery sends it in. That one hit towards right field, and it's going to go foul. So we've covered pretty much all of foul territory with this at-bat.
Yeah, he's just trying to pepper it everywhere, see if everyone has a chance to go get a foul ball if you come down to the ballpark.
Yeah, great at-bat for Donay, working both sides of the field so far in this AB, really fighting.
The 1-2, Donay, another foul ball. And again, peppering.
That time peppering himself.
Yep, pepper everywhere.
Yeah.
Pepper.
It's a good word.
It is. It's a really good word.
A great AB.
Yeah, salt is also a good word.
They go together well.
Salt and pepper. You know, that could be like a band name.
It probably is somewhere.
No.
Let's look it up.
1 and 2.
That's what Google's for.
That one ripped towards right field. Sitting under it was McLean. He makes an easy grab, and that's the third out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be right back after this.
Gannon's Tavern is the home of incredible wings, handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold beer, and Keno. Their innovative tavern menu features seafood, great sandwiches, steaks grilled to perfection, and stunning specialty dishes. There's no better place to watch your favorite New England pro football team than Gannon's Tavern, in their large bar or outside on their covered deck, complete with TV and sound. Gannon's Tavern, 959 Bursars Way, Hyannis. Like them on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, soon at Gannon's Tavern.
With Hood Milk, you can trust your family is getting high-quality milk in every nutritious and delicious drop. It begins here on farms that Hood selects, with farmers who uphold the highest standards and who pledge to never use artificial growth hormones. And you'll see that care continue right to your home with our Light Block bottle, which protects the fresh taste of your milk. At Hood, we never stop caring about our milk because you never stop caring about your family. Always good, always Hood.
And we are back. Big news. Big news, okay. Salt and Pepper, is that a band name? No, no, no. Salt and Pepper, as you know, they're a little underground. So Salt and Pepper, yes, that is a name that has been used. Does it count? Is what we heard from the crowd behind us, the fan club. No, is what we said.
You are the fan club, I think.
But we do want to hear from you guys. Make sure to drop a comment below. It does
Here we go.
Salt and Pepper count as Salt and Pepper.
Salt
so please,
and pepper.
let us know what you guys think. Let us know, and we'll read those comments as soon as you guys bring them in.
Established in 1985. It is.
That is not a
And
good site.
shout out to the members, by the way, Salt and Pepper. They are the members. That's what they're listed.
Are those like
Queens, New York City.
legal given names?
Anyways, back to baseball. Got 6 more outs and maybe a Harbor Hawk win.
And a really good one too, you know, and these are very crucial innings as, you know, the Wareham Gatemen have had great 8th and 9th innings throughout this season. So this is a big shutdown inning here for the Harbor Hawks.
And it's number 36, Cade Sullivan. And let's keep in mind, after the game yesterday, I believe it was Mickey Doolittle that said, hey, let's have another walk-off tomorrow.
Let's
Let's hope not, right? Let's hope he was very wrong. As
Just
that
for
pitch is called ball.
clarification, he thought we were back at home today, but
Yes.
no, we're in Wareham, and a walk-off would not be good for our Harbor Hawks.
The 1-0 from Obermueller. Pitch on the way, swung on, foul ball right side, and just clears the shed.
And, you know, this is something from Obermueller we've seen throughout this game is he's worked both sides of the plate, you know, not afraid to throw it inside on the hands to these righties. You know, so and we've seen that earlier with Coleman on the mound, working every single pitch at any spot in the zone.
That one called strike 2 looking. Man, it appeared that Cade Sullivan thought that pitch was a bit low. They'll call it a strike nonetheless. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. That one was low. I'll make it 2-2.
Yeah, sorry, Nico. Brody Donay tried to bring that one back up with the frame job. Not able to get the call.
Yeah, great pitch there. You know, just close, but just right off the plate. You know, you want to be smart there. 1-2 right there.
The 2-2. That looked good, and it was. Strike 3 looking. Cade Sullivan goes down. Cade Obermueller adds a strikeout to his total. Now Dorian Gonzalez to the plate.
Got the old backwards K there. You know, with lefties, you know, and that kind of arm slide, you know, that ball is going to naturally have some arm side run. So I think that's exactly what we saw here. Just froze the hitter just enough and paint the corner right there.
First pitch to the at-bat. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 1-0 count.
Close call there. You know, with Dorian Gonzalez lefty, another lefty on lefty matchup here. Obermueller done very well with these matchups so far. You know, just went off speed there and almost got the swing and Gonzalez to commit there.
The 1-0. Oh,
drilled him.
Yeah,
drilled the umpire too.
Oh, look at him skip. You go. Yeah, umpire I think is okay. That will be a hit by pitch.
Yeah, he's smiling. He's laughing it off with Donay. So.
Yeah, they're just laughing it up there.
Don't you just love that?
Love what?
They can just laugh it off.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it's a game, right, guys?
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Pass it on.
And nobody hurt there. You know, I mean, Dorian Gonzalez was wearing an elbow shield. Look at it caught him.
Guys, I hate to cut you off, Nico. This is Dixon Black at the plate. Brody Donay playing catcher, so you've got to look out for this matchup.
Yeah, this was the third base.
Bad blood.
Yelled at quite loudly in this very quiet field.
Well, even if I talk just at a normal volume, they can hear me.
Yeah,
they're right there.
I think the Hyannis dugout can hear you.
First pitch called strike 1. I sure hope so.
I say that
count.
in a loving way, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
It's just a game. Pass it on. 0-1 on the way. Foul ball. You guys ever see those commercials?
Yes.
The pass it on?
Yes.
The one where the basketball game, Coach, I touched it.
Yeah. It's like, why would you do that?
That's
the
I
the
agree.
worst commercial of all time,
yeah,
by the way.
Man. I'm not sure. Ooh, great.
Ooh.
Throw down at first.
Great quick pick there by Obermuller. You know,
I love
when
using
lefties.
that.
I love when
Love
lefties
using
use
that
that. You
move.
know, they have their pick, leg lift pick and their back pick. Look, and I love when lefties like to do that right there. Very quick pick.
Yeah.
Keeps the runner off balance.
The 0-2 from Obermuller. He'll send it home, and wow, another hit by pitch. Dixon Black will head to first.
Obermuller coming from blood, trying to back up his catcher in that beef.
Yeah.
I think the fastball may have just gone away from him. You know,
I think
with
so,
the count,
too.
Definitely not on purpose.
The count being 0-2. But yeah, he does catch another. He does catch him around the backside right there, and it looks like we got a mound visit coming up. Not sure if this will be the end of Obermuller's day or just a quick conference here.
So this is interesting, Nico, because it was an 0-2 count. Like you were looking really good.
Yeah.
But 2 hit by pitchers in a row, that's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to kind of maneuver around in this situation, knowing that, hey, he's throwing strikes, just a couple got away from him.
You know, it's a tough position, you know, because you don't what Obermuller's been so good all day with working both sides of the plate.
Yeah.
You just hope, you know, his mind doesn't go away from staying, like, you know, Mado, I need to stay away. Like, no, you've been good all day. You know, that's 2 pitches that did get away from him, but he has been working both sides of the plate so well. We just need him to keep attacking the zone and keep having that trust that he can put the ball where he wants to.
Yeah, and I think it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter come up here for Wareham. Going to check out who that is.
Looks like it's going to be number 6, Bobby Bozer.
Yeah.
He was actually the 2-hole in yesterday's game. So, you know, not a guy who usually, you know, comes off and gets those pinch hit opportunities, but usually a guy, a starter, you know. So, so this is one of their guys who got the start from South Florida. So looking to see what he can do late in the game here.
Yeah, he's coming in for Josh Stevenson. The first pitch of his first at bat will be called ball 1.
Bozer is struggling a little bit so far this season, and in a small sample size, hitting 130, but does have 4 RBIs and a homer, so he is a threat.
That ball hit towards second. It bounces off the glove of Laurie. Scooped up in right field. The throw. Oh, he got there in time. Oh, my goodness. Sirota.
Mike
what
Sirota
can't he do?
Putting this team on his back for the past 2 games. Having a great game offensively today. And then a cannon throw home.
And that is a game-changing play. 1-run game in the bottom of the 8th. What a play. Aggressive base running there by the Gatemen. And in shallow right field, Sirota makes a great play in one of the biggest moments of the game.
I mean, that ball was on a rope. Fishing line, if you will.
And not only does that prevent the run, but you also get out number 2 to the point where now you have a force out at first, second, or third. All you need is 1, and you're out of the jam.
Yeah, now there's a meeting on the round. Let's discuss this, guys. If you're Wareham, I don't dislike the choice to go home. I like being aggressive, right? But knowing that that's Mike Sirota, especially, let's keep in mind, that ball bounced off the glove of Laurie to get into right field.
That's right. Very shallow right field.
Yeah, Sirota had to change his entire angle to the ball.
Yep.
So that's not like on paper a bad decision to send him home. It was just such a great
it's a good
throw.
aggressive send. Good aggressive send by the third base coach there.
Absolutely, and I think something that you nailed actually was, you know, Sirota had to change directions there. His momentum wasn't going fully towards home plate, you know, so that change of direction there is a tough play, but Sirota just putting that ball on a line, and not only on the line, but glove side to Brody Donay.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
because if that ball goes hand side or arm side, you know, he's safe. He's safe. That's a bang play. So Sirota with that perfect throw, glove side, Donay, all Donay would do is catch the ball, and the runner was running into it. A perfect throw there by Sirota.
Hey, and with that, we've got a new pitcher on the mound. That's number 15, Ethan Lanthier. Josh, do you have anything on him?
Absolutely. Lanthier having a very good start to his Cape Cod League season. Just 3 appearances so far, 4 1/3 innings pitched, just 1 earned run on 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, good for a 2.07 ERA. And he is one of the hardest throwers in the Cape Cod League. After his first outing, it came out that he was I believe he had the second highest average fastball velocity in the entire league. Shout out for baseball, to Baseball Ops for getting that to us. Trying to find it now, but he's got good stuff. If he could just get the out here, then maybe close out the game next inning.
Yeah, hey, he's a construction management major at St. Cloud State, and this is what I really like. Division II baseball, again, these guys are dogs, and you know, guys, and I'm passionate about that. Division II broadcaster, we are dogs. Isn't that right, Nico?
That's right. That's right. You know, I've played Division II baseball myself. You know,
Yes.
and you know, and the Lone Star Conference I can speak to is a very tough conference. A lot of good baseball down there. You know, and it's no secret that you have one of your hardest throwers being that closer. You know, being that shutdown guy for you. You know, and you know, it doesn't totally surprise me that it's the D2 arm here who they're using in one of the biggest moments of the game.
Yeah, Lanthier with an average fastball velocity of 94.5 miles per hour, good for 4th in the entire Cape Cod League. So, gonna try to beat Caleb Pendleton here with some gas.
Yeah, you know, no question. You know, and he's just a sophomore.
Pendleton.
Young guy. Yeah, it is Pendleton. But yeah, a great arm in Lanthier.
First pitch called ball 1 for Caleb Pendleton. Ethan Lanthier on the mound. You're allowed to talk. You have a microphone.
I thought I said Pendleton. I guess not.
No. Yeah, you said Pendleton.
Pendleton.
There you go.
Oh, I guess that's just how I talk.
And that fastball was low in the zone for the count to be 2-0 in this big moment here in the big stage of the game.
2-0 count. Thank you, Nico Sharp. I was distracted by Josh being a silly goose, as the kids are saying. 2-1 count.
You really are quite with the times here.
I
Grant.
am. Yeah, resident with the times guy. 2-1. Oh, that one looked good. That's a tough pitch.
And that is a great mix-up right there. You know, he went with that hard, you know, mid-90s fastball, and then just brought it back with that front-door curveball right there. Great pitch to even up to 2-2 with 2s all across the board.
Yeah, 2-2 on the way. That one hit down the third base line, going to shoot foul.
And we did talk about this on the offensive side, but just wanted to make a note that Cam Smith is now playing third base. Again, that's number 13. Cam Smith out of Florida State playing third base now for the Harbor Hawks.
So two front door sliders there. Pendleton out in front. Do you blow him away with a fastball up?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he raised the zone here and brought it up.
The 2-2. Well, it's going to bounce in the dirt and advance the runners to second and third.
Home plate umpire taking a beating back there. Got that one off the arm.
Yeah, looked like he caught him off the hand almost there.
You know, I've heard that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Home plate umpire, that's a pretty tough battle.
It is a tough battle with 3-2 and 2 outs with the base open there on first base.
That ball ripped towards left field. It's going to be foul. Man, he got all of that one.
Yeah, you could hear that off the sound of the bat. He barreled it way out in front of it as well.
And now there is a base open here. Let's see how Ethan decides to play this here. Does he play, you know, just pitch away, or how does he go?
Payoff pitch, swung on, foul ball, right side. He's going to pepper the foul ball territory.
Yeah, Caleb Pendleton, a great fight pitch there. Low and away, just use his hand, try to put it in the other team's dugout. Yeah. I mean, a great AB so far in a big moment. 3-2, 2 outs, just a little handsy swing, fights the pitch off.
Payoff pitch from Ethan Lanthier. And another foul ball. Man, he swung early on that, just got the end of the bat.
Yeah, we could see that ball spinning. He just got it really off the completely the top of the bat.
No, you're right. Yeah,
definitely capped it. Definitely the top of the bat. You can see the spin after. It went straight behind Donay there, and the ball was still spinning at a very high rate right there with 3-2 and 2 outs.
I'll payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Ethan Lanthier fired up after that one. Wow. Wow. Let's go to break.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile?
Yep. T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you in a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
Yep.
And we are back here ready for the top of the 9th inning. Josh, you got something?
Yeah, pitching change here for the Gatemen. Brian Yetter, a Marist College teammate of, I believe it was Tyler Dean.
Yeah. Look at you go.
Six-foot senior. Thank you, Grant. Went 2/3 of an inning on June 10th, gave up a hit and a walk, picked up the save. But last season for the Red Foxes of Marist, appeared in 16 games, pitched 64 and a third innings. And he was pretty solid for them, and now trying to hold Hyannis to 4 runs.
Yeah, you know, I think you said it best. You know, he's going to try to do his best just to hold him here. You know, I mean, the Harbor Hawks, you know, with the Gatemen having so many comeback victories so far, and just comebacks in general, you know, it's never safe, especially when it's 9th inning with a 1-run game. It's one swing of a bat, it's a tie game. So you want to do some damage here, try to extend it, try to gain some more runs here.
Well, it's a 4-3 ball game. Hyannis holding the lead here in the top of the 9th. It's been fun tonight, fellas, off Cape.
That's right. You know, we are here at Wareham here, and it's been a beautiful night so far here. And what a game we've seen so far.
Yeah.
You know, a close one, 4-3. Yeah. You know, it's going to come down to this last inning. You know, I can't wait to see what's next for us, fellas.
Keep in mind, for Wareham, they have 9-1-2 coming up to start the next inning. It'll be interesting to see if they let J.C. Cologne, the 9-hitter, hit, or if they decide to go with a pinch hitter. But I guess that's a question for later.
Yeah, you know, but J.C. Cologne has seen the ball pretty well today, going 2 for 2 with a walk. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they let him swing it there.
First pitch of the at-bat, that will be hit high towards first base in foul territory. Catch made for out number 1. That was Sullivan who got under it. So Billy Amick, excuse me, not Billy Amick.
That was Brad Keylori, who just came into the game and just swung at first pitch, really trying to get after the first pitch. Just hit off the end of the bat, just floated it to the first baseman there. Sullivan made an easy play in foul territory.
Trey Lipsy last time up, he's up now. Line drive single into left center field. See if he can replicate that.
First pitch called ball.
Yeah, really big moment here for the Harbor Hawks. You know, they're going to try to hold them. Brian Yetter going to try to really hold these Harbor Hawks here and give his team a chance to come back in the bottom of the 9th.
Now the 1-0 to Lipsy. Lipsy got a hold of that one towards center field. Doesn't look like it'll get down, and it does not. That's out number 2.
Man, Glancy is legit out there, just reading every ball so easily and making every play look easy as well.
Yeah, Glancy's really been spectacular in center field. We've seen him have to shoot over to left field a couple of times with the ball getting lost or just with communication purposes. He's really been all over the place in a good way for Wareham. Yeah. Now Mike Soroto's been fantastic tonight, is at the plate. First pitch called ball low.
You know, I said in his last AB, and it still remains true, is, you know, they can't find a way to get this guy out.
Well, no one can.
You know, and so far since he's been here, you know, no one's really been able to figure him out.
And check swing, he'll say it hit the base of his bat for a foul ball.
And one thing about Sorota, if you don't know him, this is his 2nd year with Hyannis. Last season in 18 games, hit almost 340 with 2 homers, 14 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases.
1-1 on the way. It's going to be 2-1.
And coming out of high school, he was drafted 492nd overall by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Obviously chose to go to college instead.
Now the 2-1 on the way. That one going to be fouled off as well. Back towards the press box.
You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if his draft numbers just keep going up.
Yeah.
You know, not a bad decision to go to college out there, because a guy who can just really swing it, you know, getting drafted at that young age, but he knows that he's got so much more to prove, and he's showing it game in and game out. Here, just within a few, you know, times we've seen him on the Cape.
Now the 2-2 from Yetter. Out of the windup, he'll send it in. We'll call that ball 3. And this is disciplined hitting from Mike Sirota. That's what separates him from so many other guys in so many other leagues. Now the payoff pitch from Yetter on the way. Another foul ball. Sirota will battle.
Another great AB done by the Harbor Hawks here. You know, a lot of 3-2 counts, you know, and getting deep into counts, working the pitcher's pitch counts, you know, and we've seen that 2 or 3 times already this game by Ben Williamson, who's on deck right now. So let's see if Sirota can find a way on.
Payoff pitch again. That one off the mark for ball 4, and Yetter was walking back to the dugout, thought he got him. Umpire says, no, sir, he's headed to first. Now Ben Williamson to the plate.
Yeah, Yetter tried that front door curveball, looks like there.
Yeah.
He thought it caught the end, but the umpire said, nah, that was just a little bit up on the zone, so that will bring up Ben Williamson here.
I do like the call to go to the curve, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you have shown to be a curveball guy. You know, I know your big thing
maybe.
has been throw the curve.
First pitch the at-bat to Williamson. He'll get a hold of that one to high right field. It's shallow. Underneath it and making the grab is Gonzalez. And with that, we're headed to the bottom of the 9th. One last chance for the Gatemen of Wareham as they trail by 1. You're watching the Harbor Hawks Network. We'll be right back.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen.
Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you in a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
And we are back here in the bottom of the 9th. Grant McNew coming to you live alongside Nico Sharp and Josh Schreiber. Man, it's a 4-3 ball game. Hyannis leading by 1 run there on the defensive side as Ethan Lanthier is on the bump for the Harbor Hawks. Fellas, what are we thinking?
You know, it's such a big moment here, you know, and they have 9-1-2 due up, as we said, in that top half of the inning. You know, and there was a question, you know, are they going to let J.C. Cologne hit in the 9-hole, or are they going to switch it over? And it looks like they're going to let Cologne hit, you know. And you know,
yeah, and why would it be, right? Like, he got walked in his first time to the plate, and then 2 singles after that. He's 2 for 2.
He also has a lot of speed, so he's exactly the guy you want on base to score that tying run.
Absolutely. Caused some chaos on the base paths as well. No doubt about that. So I think it's a good move letting him swing the bat here.
First pitch called strike for Lanthier. Lanthier rocking the stash. Just wanted to say
It's
that.
a great
That's
look.
It
is a great look for him, I will say. I'm not always a fan, but for him, I like it.
The 0-1. Now 1-1.
He matches the stash with a little bit of flow back there too.
Yes.
So it's kind of a good look. Brings it all together, no doubt. Especially if you're going to play in this closer role, it kind of it adds to that
it's
factor.
Perfect. The 1-1 on the way. Woo! Wow, they'll call that
Front
strike
door.
too. That is dirty.
Now that's fooling your hitter right there. You know, you start that pitch behind his back, got Cologne to turn right there, and just put it in the corner. I mean, that's a great feeling as a pitcher right there.
Now the 1-2 from Lanthier on the way.
Yeah,
Now
Donet
2-2.
not able to catch that pitch.
Yeah.
I think maybe if he were able to, can maybe get a better frame job. But either way, that off-speed stuff, going back to that pitch that got Cologne really to buckle, when you throw gas like that, you're going to get those types of takes.
Now the 2-2. Swung on, straight back up the middle. Laurie can't get there in time, and that one hopped right over second base to get into center field. We're going to see another single. That's 3 straight for J.C. Cologne, the shortstop, and we'll get ready for Nick McLean to come to the plate.
And he was just on time with that fastball right there. I mean, caught it out front. You know, for Ethan Lanthier to be a mid-90s guy, and for Cologne to go out and get that pitch out front, caught it and hit it right back up the middle. Great swing there by Cologne.
To go get it right after seeing one that put you on your knee. First pitch fouled off. They'll call it an 0-1 count.
So right now, if you're McLean, you're kind of assuming that you're going to get a lot of fastballs because Lanthier's going to be wary of Cologne on first. Don't want him to steal and get into scoring position.
Now the 0-1 from Lanthier. And there it is again, another fastball to make it 0-2. And this is the thing with Lanthier. He's really tall, and he's got these long arms, too. So much momentum coming into the throw. Just really helps add to the velo.
Yeah, well, when a guy has that kind of height on him, it looks like he's just reaching out and the ball's almost halfway before he lets the ball out of his hand.
Now the 0-2. Did he get him? No, just a bit low. They'll make it 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that 95 really plays up when you're that tall and throwing that far over the top. It just feels like it's coming down on you.
Do you go off speed here?
There's so many ways to attack it. I think they're going to probably go away is what I'm assuming.
And it was off speed. Straight to first base. Is the double play there? No, the ball gets right out of the glove of shortstop Ben Williamson. So the out made at first as it was rocketed into the glove of Cash. The throw to second was in time, was a bit off to the left side, trying not to hit the runner. So runner on second.
And there was a defensive switch I would like to call out.
Yeah.
Now playing first base is actually number 18, Billy Amick.
Yeah.
Amick is now playing first base
Good call.
for the Harbor Hawks here with a runner on second. Now runner on score position, a single away with one of your guys who's seen the ball so well in Zach Stewart.
Yeah, and Zach Stewart watches strike one go by.
I will say any base hit to the outfield is probably going to score the run with Cologne's speed.
Yeah, dangerous situation here, and that was a dirty pitch right there. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, backdoor off speed right there. Just caught Stewart on his front foot, just able to paint the corner right there. Great pitch, get to get the swinging strike.
Now the 0-2 from Lanthier.
High fastball here. I think that's got to be the call.
Ethan out of the stretch. He'll check his runner. Checks again. Sends it away. Foul ball. That knocked the mask off of Brody Donay.
Yeah, right there, Donay set up high to kind of deke out the runner on second base just to see if they're trying to relay signs or anything like that. But when he called the pitch, if you could see, Donay with his glove kind of made this outside motion, if you're watching on the camera here, trying to tell Lanthier to really get that pitch outside.
Now the 0-2. That one was a bit high.
And it looks like Lanthier just kind of rushed himself a little bit. But I like the idea because he quick pitched there. Last time he did go with that 2-look hold. That time he came set, looked once, and immediately threw the pitch.
Right.
Almost rushed it, though, because he missed arm side, but a great pitch nonetheless.
And look at that fastball. They'll call it a ball low. I don't think that's the wrong call. Honestly, it looked low to me. But just the quickness and the speed that ball came in was something else.
Right, almost check swing. Stewart was just able to hold it up on the swing.
Now the 2-2. There he got him, swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for Ethan Lanthier. Now we're going to get to see number 11, David Glancy, the center fielder.
Big at-bat here. Got a duck on the pond with good speed at second base.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a big infield here. Well, I wouldn't because they were probably in no doubles there. Yep, as I say that, Cam Smith does back away from third base.
Yep.
Good communication there by Ben Williamson and Cam Smith. Ben Williamson said, hey, big infield here. Just got to knock it down and throw the cross. They all have good arms. They all make the throw across the plate right there. So, yeah, good defensive change there good by the leader, Ben Williamson.
And with the 3-hitter up here, is that pitch a strike? You really do not want to let him beat you. You want to have it be the other guys. Glancy, one of the best players on this team.
So Glancy right now 0 for 4 with a 1-1 count against him. 2 outs. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And now foul ball to his right.
And the Gatemen are down to their last strike here.
Yes.
And so far, Lanthier just challenged him with fastballs.
Yeah.
Fastballs in and out, in and out. He threw that fastball in on the hands, and it just jammed up Glancy right there for 1-2, 2 outs, last strike.
Lanthier, the 1-2. He'll send it in. It's low now, 2-2. Man, I don't know how many cliches you know about being able to cut tension with a knife or other such objects, but I know one. You could cut this tension with a knife. 2-2 count. That one comes in. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Ethan Lanthier will sit down the Gatemen, and we're headed back to the Cape at 5-4 overall.
Yeah, Lanthier just went with that off speed there, which is it's so hard to judge that if you're Glancy. He's going mid-90s, and then just to drop that slider in there, that's such a tough play. Glancy out on his front foot, just try to make a reach that, not to make contact.
Yeah.
Great pitch there by Lanthier to close it up.
My goodness, that was just a dominant outing from Lanthier from start to finish, letting out that grizzly bear roar at the end. 2 huge strikeouts to end the 8th inning, then to end the 9th inning, and slam the door shut for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as they now take second place in the division.
Yeah, I mean, you're up to second place in the division. This was a huge game standings-wise. 4-4 against 4-3-1. Hawks come away. Now they're 5-4, and you've got a 4-4-1 on the other side here in Wareham, the Gatemen, and it's a really strong Gatemen team.
And I will add, sorry, Nico, real quick, but not only that, but now you're 2-0 against the Gatemen at their place. So now the next time you play that will likely be at McKeon Park. You have the advantage there.
Absolutely. You know, I was just about to mention, we come off an 11-5 win. This one a little bit closer, and it's thanks to our bullpen. I think we mentioned that, but starting pitching getting us there. So great starting pitching, great work, and then so bullpen to come in and lock down the door, and even us going behind in a few moments of different games. That bullpen holding us there and giving their offense a chance to come back and do what they do, which is score some runs and make big plays and ultimately come out with a win.
Yeah, hey, let's point this out. Wareham scored 3 in the 3rd inning, right? Again, no relievers allow any earned runs or runs in general, right, tonight after the 3rd inning. Beautiful performance by the bullpen, beautiful performance by the defense, and the offense getting it done. As always, 4-3 is your final score. For Nico Sharp, Josh Schreiber, and Abby Stokes, I'm Grant McNew saying we'll see you at McKeon.
If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
My family earns respect.
My family clears bases.
My family breaks records.
My family wins MVPs.
My family gives everything.
My family makes history.
My family wins championships.
There's no family.
There's no family. There's no family.
There's no family like my family.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
When Alaska Airlines needed a partner for the complex operations of travel, they made the switch to T-Mobile. Our 5G has Alaska Airlines and their customers covered, from major hubs to remote destinations. With 5G coverage ready now for the demands of today and the future, T-Mobile's network powers Alaska Airlines as they deliver next-level care for all customers. 5G ready now. That's how unconventional thinking is better for business.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.